What's up, loungers? I hope everybody is doing as great as I am this evening. Okay, listen, guys, we have this epic receipt show that's about to go down. Okay, y'all heard that it's about to go down out here. All this stuff is about to be put out about people in the sector. All this information is about to come out. Okay, so we're here for it. Okay, I mean, I don't know what's going to go whatever way. All I know is Binary Code definitely put up a defense for breaking the culture of silence this afternoon, okay? And I'm going to talk a little bit about that. There was a lot of key points that he made in the video, and I ain't going to hold you. I mean, shit, like he actually did a really good job defending her, okay? I must say he did a good job doing that. That's, it was expected from Binary. That's his chick, that's one of his stars, okay? So he most definitely has to protect, the Code fam. So understandable, but there was a lot of things that he said. I understand what he's saying, and it made a lot of sense. But we're going to break it down a little bit and kind of talk about it and get into some of those things that he said and how those things actually apply to his client, okay, breaking the culture. So we're going to go ahead and talk about those things. And we're also going to, of course, waiting for the epic, show to begin. That looks like that will be starting around 9:30 or so. We all know that Shaq can be late, okay? So we're expecting him to be a little bit late. So, we're just going to kind of talk about some of these other things that have been going on here in the sector, okay? So let's go ahead and get right into this fuckery here. Let me go ahead and play this quick timer for y'all, and then we'll get right into the show, okay?
That nigga said, the book is talking about. Now, well, I've wasted all my tears. Yeah, good at that. Wasted all those years. Well, if you need a soundboard. Nothing had the chance to be. I ain't know that shit. Nothing ever could. Yeah. Hey, come on now. I grabbed this motherfucker. What is that? I'll keep moving on. What? I'll keep moving on. I'll keep holding on. Holding on. Pink makes you in a dog.
All right, y'all. Listen, guys, we got a lot to get into. Obviously, we have the main event coming up in just a few minutes. It looks like he'll be going live about 9:30 or so. But like I said, Shaq can be late all the time. Okay, so I think we got a little bit of time to kind of fuck around with each other and just play around a little bit, talk about a few things that's been going on. And kind of even break down what's happening between breaking the culture and with Ray Triggs right now. Because like I said, Binary definitely did try to put up a major defense for this girl. Okay. And I mean, it's understandable. She has been adopted into Code Fam, and that whole thing. So it's very understandable. He was very cautious about a lot of things that he said, but he did kind of push the limit a little bit on how, we should be viewing breaking the culture. And I'm going to get into that in just a few moments. But first, let me talk to you guys first. So shout out to Defrauding. I appreciate you. You said, man, y'all up in the content. You know it. This is how we have to do. And this is kind of an example of how we can push each other in the algorithm, right? So even though certain content creators might not get along and might not fuck with each other, it still pushes people through the algorithm. People want to watch you. They want to watch the response. People are going to they're going to tune out of this, go over to Shock Him, watch him, come back and watch the reaction. Some people that are going to stay here and watch this reaction are going to then turn around and watch Shakim's, his live, his replay, and so forth and so on. And it just keeps all of the content creators going, right? So that's kind of a prime example of something like that. And if we can take this on a grander scale, this is how content creators really, really grow. So shout out to you for even paying attention to that. What's up, Riz Lyricist? I appreciate you. You said, I'm still trying to catch up, child. And Tristan Townsend, I appreciate you as well. Binary, you said, I must admit, that's a fire thumbnail. Shout out to you. I had to put you first and foremost before these chicks because, you really did put up a hell of a fight for breaking the culture. And as much as I don't fuck with that bitch, you almost had me convinced, right? And then I was like, you know what? Wait a minute. This is breaking the culture of silence we talking about, okay? The bitch that we still say, hashtag, where's Michael? Where's Aiden? You know what I'm saying? We're still doing that, So I'm not sure if we really actually want to believe her as of yet. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to need a little bit more, especially considering what I'm actually going to talk about regarding what you were talking about, okay? Not that what you were talking about didn't make sense, because I think it did. But I think that we need to tweak a little bit what you were saying and come back to the side of truth on that matter, okay? And we'll go ahead and do that in just a moment. I get it. I know that's your girl and shit. You got to, pretend protector right now. You know what I'm saying? Up to her standards of protection, right now. While, remaining out of the fire of Ray Triggs and his crew. You know what I'm saying? I understand. But, you did a pretty good job. I must say, you did a damn good job with that. But we'll get into that in just a moment. What's up, Redbone? I appreciate you being in the building. You said, okay, Miss T. Pre. Yeah, and shout out to you, Vici. I appreciate you being in the building. You said shout out to the lounge. What's up, My Opinion? I appreciate you being in the building as well. You said, hey, darlings. What's up, Clark? I know y'all was laughing at the timer from P. So, yeah, but shout out to P. I'm always going to hit y'all with that every so often with that damn timer because that shit was hilarious with him. Ashe, what's going on? You said, who is behind all this upheaval in the sector? Not complaining or nothing because it's pretty epic. It is fucking epic. I have to say, even Breaking the Culture and I had a conversation about this a while ago. How interesting this sector is and how a lot of people watch. And I've told you guys, even myself, I've told you guys that a lot of people watch this sector and they just watch from the clouds, or they come and they watch the replays and stuff like that. And there's a lot of stuff, there's a lot of times people don't even notice that. Y'all don't know how many people are actually have their eyes on this sector. And, this sector is a semi small reality show. It really is, So a lot of people do watch this. They'll tune into this before they tune into something on Netflix, or tune into this before they tune into something else, because it is really entertaining, and there's a lot of moving parts to this. like I said, Binary even almost had me convinced earlier, that Ray Triggs was the one that was responsible and Breaking wasn't. And I had to think about it. I'm like, nah. And I'm going to get into it in just a moment why I'm thinking that, right? But at the end of the day, I'm not, I do want to see the receipts. I want to see what they're talking about. I'm going to be as objective as possible, right? But at the end of the day, it's kind of difficult just knowing how Breaking the Culture is, right? And knowing her past, my past with her, and certain things with her. It's just really difficult to kind of be objective, but I'm going to do that for the sake of a few things. And like I said, we will get into that in just a second. But shout out to you, Ashe. You're good. Okay. You said, hey, Clark. You said, chai tea, child. You said, stop it, please. Child. You said, simply red, Gerald. What's up, sexy toy lady? I would like to know, and I think the Secktah would like to know too, if you have already gotten to get to see Ray Triggs or not, or if he's doing that before his show, because he is going to be doing a show as well after Breaking the Culture's epic show, which her show is supposed to be tomorrow. So I think it's tomorrow. I'll take a look in a second, but I think her show will be tomorrow. So just wondering if you have already seen him or not, and just let us know in the chat, or you can come up here, whatever, just let me know. And Clark, you said, hey, I appreciate you being in the building. And you said, hey to the chat. You said, all I can say is Smoke ain't looking so crazy no more. So to me, Smoke really never really did look crazy, right? There was a lot of things that Smoke said that I already knew about. There was other things that I was aware of too. Things aren't as secret as people might think. Things are around this sector. There are some things that are secret. There's other things that really are not. And there's just a lot of moving parts behind the scenes. And depending on what side of the coin you fall on, or what side of the coin you find yourself on at times or whatever, is how much you'll know, like basically. So yeah, that's kind of how that goes. There's been just some content creators who have been introduced to certain things, and you'll just see them start moving a certain direction or a certain way. It is what it is, but shout out to Binary, because like you said, with Cash Apps, some people just can't be bought. I heard that Rev G said that in the chat, and I just cracked the fuck up. And I also cracked the fuck up at how Binary responded to what he says. So anyway, shout out to Binary, one of the most ultimate trolls in the sector, but he did a damn good job at that show today and trolling the hell out of our motherfucking asses. But either way, let's go ahead and get into this stuff. You said blame it on the chai tea, right? You said chai tea with a little bit of Crown Royal, child. Maybe a little Hennessy mixed with that Crown Royal as well. I don't know what was going on with P that night. But shout out to P. You said, Ashe, yo, Smoke is a clever dude, okay? You said, thanks for watching. Please share and subscribe. I do appreciate everybody who has been interacting with the show, interacting with that like button. Definitely do appreciate that, you guys. Make sure that you guys keep that up and hit that like button, guys, or the dislike. Like I said, I've only gotten like 1 or 2 dislikes on these videos. We all know who's disliking the videos, okay? All disliking the videos and shit. I got to make an intro for that, disliking the videos. Well, shout out to y'all. I do appreciate that, and definitely appreciate the interaction. So make sure that y'all do hit the like button. It's funny because I don't even have to hit that watch time, that watchers or hate watchers timer anymore to make y'all hit the like or none of that, because y'all actually just do it. And I really do appreciate that. I really, really do. So shout out to the loungers and beyond that are doing that. I really appreciate that. You said, Binary, you wrong for letting them cloud Rev G, and was throwing low-key shade. Yes, he was. Don't think we ain't. I definitely noticed the shade, and I don't even think it was low-key. I'm going to be honest with you. I'm going to be honest, too. I think a lot of people are just kind of sick of, not Binary, sick of like the Rev Gs and stuff like that. Some people don't necessarily want to speak on AAS, but the Rev G, I think, him just being a side minion of hers. Hold on, guys. Him kind of being like a side minion of hers, People are just kind of just sick of his shit at this point, And at some point, I think maybe he'll catch on. I don't know, but he hasn't caught on yet to that, and that's unfortunate for Rev G. And he's just going to keep getting roasted and stuff. What I will say is this, okay, and this kind of did touch my heart a little bit. I was not aware that Rev G actually does suffer from mental illness. Now, I know that he acts, a little strange and shit. And there'll be like some stuff he be doing that I find really strange. I have, made a lot of fun of him over time, but I was not aware that he actually suffers from mental illness. What I will say is this, okay? Shout out to you first of all for speaking on it, all right, and being able to speak up on it and speak your truth, right? I'm not trying to, be kumbaya with you or no shit like that. Don't get me twisted. What I'm saying is, at least you can admit to that, and that that is an issue, in your life. And it's obvious that since you're aware of it, I'm assuming that you're doing something about it, right? I can't say that you are or that you're not. All I'm saying is to guard your heart and guard your soul with that, because if you know that you're experiencing these issues and you're experiencing these problems, then it's your responsibility to also mitigate that, right? Like if you're aware of this, it's also your responsibility to do something about that. So you might need to talk with a professional about how to get away from being in this environment so much. You might need to talk with a professional about, like not how to, what life skills you can use to not engage in all of this so much, because it seems like you're doing a lot of engaging, Rev G, as opposed to like walking away. This is an environment that you don't have to be in, right? You don't actually have to tune in and watch what's going on. You don't actually have to tune in and see it, but it is, it's addictive. It's understandable, right? But if it's fucking with your mental health, like that's a problem, right? And that's messing with your livelihood, messing with, your family's livelihood, because they're the ones that are going through that with you. You feel what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, and this ain't no shade at Rev G at all. Like y'all already know what my stance is on mental health, right? So, and what I deal with in my own family. So that's not even a thing of shade at all. At the end of the day, that all of us are responsible for our own mental health, period. And if there is something, that is bothering you, or that is, that is hurting you, you do have a responsibility to yourself to make sure that you're mitigating that, right? That you're not constantly tuning into something that's really, causing you a problem, and the people that are, or if there are people that are encouraging you to do that, those are people you need to cut the fuck off, like real nigga shit. Those are the people you need to stop. They need to get immediately out of your life and immediately out of your corner. And I'm pretty sure that if your family was aware of that, they would make sure of that, right? Because they love you. And I know that they do. So I just wanted to say that to you, Rev G, because, I don't make fun of anybody with mental health issues or mental illness, right? That's not a funny thing at all. That's serious. As a matter of fact, many Black men experience that. And, because of some of the things that our DNA has set us up to deal with based off of what our ancestors have been through. And then even what we're experiencing, in real time. You know what I mean? So that's a real thing. And I think that's a conversation that we need to be opening up a lot more. Shout out to Binary, who also opened up a conversation about therapy and about Black men and their experience with mental illness, and, things of that nature. Shout out to Dee Darrell, who also has been talking about that as well. So I just wanted to talk about those things. Like I said, I know that there's some ops in the sector and all that stuff, and we don't fuck with each other and all that. But we can be diplomatic, especially when it comes to serious things like that. Okay. And yeah. But, I appreciate you also saying, Rev G. Let's just get back to it. Okay. We're going to snap back real quick. I appreciate also you, Rev G, saying that, you don't use mental illness as an excuse to do the things that that you do. Okay, so I would assume that the things that you're doing, because you be doing some fuck shit, you really do be participating in a lot of fuck shit, right? I'm assuming that you're not using your mental illness as an excuse for why you're doing those things. Okay, so you can't expect us to use mental illness as an excuse for why you're doing those things either. That's all I'm going to say about that. Now we moving on from that. I did just want to mention that to you though. All right. You said Ashe facts. You said for real. You said, what's up, the ancestors? Appreciate you. Hey, I am human first. I appreciate you being in the building. You said Code is respectable defense attorney when he needs to be. Definitely him. And he had a lot of good points, but we're going to flip this, like I said, back to the actual truth side of all of this. Okay. We're not going to just sit there and pretend that, breaking the culture is this upstanding woman all of a sudden, and we're gonna, put her on this pedestal. Hell fucking no, you got me fucked up if you think we about to do that, sir. Okay. Fuck what you binary, but we're gonna come back down to reality. Okay. You said if the sector quit flagging each other, it could grow 100 as it is through creating content is dangerous. Right, exactly. You said breaking the culture got more delays than Lauryn Hill breaking hills. Okay. It don't make no sense. Like, this girl was supposed to go live on Friday. She was supposed to go live Saturday, Sunday. Then it flipped to Wednesday. Now, you know what, girl? Are you going to do this or not? Now we got Binary going live for her. We got Shot Kim going live for her. Me and Ray done been live more times than her. Like, I mean, what are we doing here? What are we doing here, Breaking? We're going to need you to come up here with these receipts, homeboy. Okay? Like, that's what we need. We are going to need these receipts, homie. But anyway, let's get into this. Hold on, let me get back to y'all comments real quick. You said, I don't know, Ray Triggs, and yet I doubt very much that it would be all him. We have seen her over many sectors and channels, sorry, and I am on no side. And I want to make that clear as well, okay? Yes, I be playing and me and Ray be running around here lately. We've been talking about we new besties and stuff. We cool. I ain't got no beef with Ray, like, on some real. I really don't. But what I want to say is I honestly, guys, am not on either one of their side. Okay. I am not taking a side with this situation. I don't know who's right and who's wrong. I don't know. Breaking very well might be, for the first time that I've ever seen in the history of everything that I know about breaking the culture, she very well just might be right this time. Right. I don't know. I wasn't there. I haven't read any of this shit. Nobody sent me no recordings. Nobody sent me no emails. None of that. So I don't know anything. I'm going to find out just like you guys. Okay. So you're absolutely right. I am not on anybody's side, but, okay. Like Clark is even saying, because of my history with breaking the culture, because of the plethora of evidence that I have on this girl in my possession as we speak, of her being in very dishonest, very distasteful, and very interesting and strange situations, such as what is unfolding in front of us right now, in other places, in other states, in other towns, with people that aren't even on YouTube. You understand what I'm saying? Like, I have so much stuff on breaking the culture. It's not even funny. Okay. Like, it's difficult to even like fathom how much this is. Like, if I had to release all of it, I would end up having to put this on it would have to be a couple of episodes that I would have to show you guys. There's no way I can get through all of this content in one show. That's how much shit I've got on this girl. Okay. And none of it has anything to do with anybody in this sector whatsoever. Not even let me see your transcript. Okay. So that is why, like, it's very hard for me not to side with Ray a bit, because I feel for him in a sense. Okay. Like, even though I know he was on some fuck shit, I get that he was doing the fuckery and everything else. I'm feeling for him because I understand what it's like for her to try to set you up. Like, I understand how believable she will try to make something sound, right? How believable she will try to make something be. How she will take receipts and change this and switch that. And, the whole time she was setting you up anyway. So she had this whole strategy of different things that she was doing, and you were just going along with it, not realizing that she was setting you up. That is how this girl is. And it's so difficult for me not to remember that, right? While I'm looking at this situation unfold. But I'm having, I'm trying to be, objective with this, right? Because who knows? What if she's right? What if she really is 100% right in this situation? Nothing, she did absolutely nothing wrong. Ray Triggs was the big bad wolf in the situation, which he has been very disrespectful to me and other women in the past. You know what I'm saying? Like, let's jump to the realness of this, right? For no reason, other than I disagreed with him and I felt like what his behavior was inappropriate, right? And I said it, and I don't think it called for the level that he went to. But that's what trolls do. I mean, I didn't crumble, I didn't fall, I didn't lose my mind. I actually laughed at a lot of that shit. You understand what I'm saying? There was a lot of shit that he did that I felt was funny, and I just brushed it off and moved the fuck on with my life. But it's amazing how the universe came back and slapped that ass like that, right? And now here we are like we are now with this epic receipt show that we're allegedly about to have. And, I'm curious. I really am curious as to what they got. What information are they going to reveal? Is it going to be something that's going to really rock the sector, right? Binary definitely made some good points when he said some things earlier. And one of the, let me pull my notes out on Binary. And I'm trying to roll up at the same time while I'm doing that. But one of the things that Binary was talking about, what's up, Slander? I appreciate you being in the building. And Unadulterated Truth, I appreciate you being in the building as well. You said, Miss TP, what's going on? I know that ladies in the sector was surprised to find out that P was for Pendergrass. I was very, very surprised, unadulterated truth, to find out that the P meant Pendergrass. Okay, definitely, definitely interesting shit. What's up, Outlaw? I appreciate you being in the building. You said the Rev with no scriptures should be reassigned and work in the background. I do agree with that. I definitely agree. What's up, Binary? You said, what's up, T Pre in chat? You said, given what he has experienced, why stay? I agree. Ashe, Knowledge TV. I appreciate you. Okay, so let's get into Binary show, but while we're waiting on the main event, okay? Now, Binary was talking about a lot of things on here. One of the things that he had talked about was how narcissists use money to control others, okay? And I was just kind of listening in on the show, and there was a lot of fluff that he added to the show. Binary, I'm gonna talk my shit. There was a lot of fluff that he added to the show and just a whole lot of stuff. And he was really reading an article, which made sense. And then, he was kind of commenting on the article. Okay. Thank God he didn't have none of them bird bitches up there with him. And, while he was talking about this shit. But either way, he was definitely going in on this conversation. And, you would think that he was a therapist the way he was talking about this stuff. It was pretty interesting. I'm assuming that he got this from somebody who has studied this pretty good, right? So either way, he was reading about this whole narcissistic thing. And as he was unfolding all of this stuff about narcissism and how these things work, he started describing a few people in this sector, right? Like, really started describing these people. And I know for him, on his point and on his side of this, he was trying to paint this picture of Ray Triggs this way, okay? Which, again, would be really difficult for me to see. And like I said, the reason why is because the furthest I've ever gone with Ray Triggs is roasting, Okay. Like I have never even really had an opportunity to roast him. I'm sure if I've ever seen him, you know what I mean, then I would get a chance to just say whatever I need to say. But I've never seen him before, so it's kind of difficult to roast a motherfucker that you've never seen, that you like with YM, right? It was really hard to roast YM because YM literally has never been seen, never been heard, right? Except for one person who claimed that they saw him. I don't know. Either way, YM has never been heard or seen by the Secktah. Okay, so it's pretty difficult to roast somebody like that. Even though I was pretty successful in roasting her, because I was able to prove some fuck shit that her ass or his ass said, and that was the end of YM on my end of the stick. Everybody else, I don't know, but I from what I heard, YM hasn't been around for a while. So either way, but the point I'm trying to make with all of that is like, okay, so he's saying that narcissists they use money to control other people, right? And so a lot of people in this sector are and have actually done stuff like that. If even not with the money part, right? They just use their commentary or they use whatever the case may be to control other people. Okay. There's a lot of that going on in this sector. So I think that he was on point with that. Now, I can't say that Ray Triggs actually is that person. Okay. What I can say about breaking the culture is that she has consistently, over a extended period of time in multiple spaces, shown exactly that either she can be controlled by money or that she controls you with money, okay, or controls you with offers of money. So one of the things that you were talking about, Binary, was how this larger content creator will offer specific things, in exchange for certain favors and different things like that, right? Or they'll offer you the opportunity to have a larger platform where you're making more money and stuff like that. Kind of this sector secret that everybody's just finding out is not really a secret, and it's something that goes on across YouTube everywhere. Okay. But yeah, that is really a thing. Okay. Now, if you were trying to hint to Ray Triggs being that way, again, I can't say whether that's true or not, right? Because I've never experienced that with him. And I don't know if anybody else that has. If you guys have, then y'all have. But I don't know of anybody else that is trying to become a larger content creator under the rights of Ray Triggs, right? Ray has been pretty quiet, and whatever he does, if he does stuff behind the scenes and stuff like, making intros and stuff for people, that is not exactly, what some of these content creators and some of these, groups of people offer. They actually offer money. They offer subscribers. They offer, all kinds of stuff that would actually come, and really help your channel. Um, helping your channel, like as far as doing intros and stuff like that. Yeah, that's something great. That's something that, content creators help each other with, but not to the level that you were trying to say, Binary, right? But, however, though, breaking the culture has a history of doing exactly that. Not only did she do that with myself and Shakem with a shout into the void, but there are other content creators out here that breaking the culture has done this same shit with. Okay. I'm talking about down to the podcast microphones, down to all of that shit. Everything that we experience, they experience as well. Okay. So it's right now your defense is leaning more towards Ray when it comes to the sector, because we have seen this unfold before our eyes with breaking the culture. Whether you like her or whether you're not, we're just being objective right now. Okay. We're not being subjective. We're being objective in what we have actually experienced with her and what we've seen others experience with her. But has anybody and can anybody really say that they have experienced these things with Ray Triggs? No. Okay. No. So I'm trying to figure out how you're trying to correlate any of this to Ray. right? But yet, your teammate breaking the culture, we can definitely correlate those things with her, okay? So let's move on to this other thing. Now, you were talking about how breaking the culture or Ray, who is wrong in the situation for this phone call, right? Because I see the play that you guys did. I see the play, right? So originally, it was recordings because everybody understands the terms of Watergate, okay? Unless if you don't understand, you're probably like my kids' age or younger, okay? And let you know, but most of us definitely understand what Watergate is about, okay? Watergate would automatically, if somebody tells me it's going to be a Watergate, I'm automatically going to assume that there is going to be some leaked tapes that's coming out, okay? There's going to be some leaked recordings that's going to be coming out, and we're about to hear some evidence of some shit, okay? Now, y'all, am I right or wrong? Y'all let me know what y'all would think. Okay. Y'all can put a 1 in the chat if y'all would think anything different. Okay. But I most definitely would think that if you mentioned Watergate, I'm going to assume, make a chase. Hold on, guys. I'll get to y'all chats in just a moment. Yes, y'all, we got 71 people in the clouds. Make sure you guys do hit the like button on the way in, guys. We need the likes up. Okay. Now, don't make me hit a like timer for y'all, okay? I'll play that peace song for y'all asses. Y'all really be mad at my ass. Okay, so listen. So basically, here's the thing. With the call between Ray Triggs and Breaking the Culture, okay, I'm on the fence about it. I'm not going to hold you, and I'm going to tell you why. Okay, number one, I need to hear whether or not this was actually a thing. Oh, you know what? Let me go back because I was about to tell you about this whole Watergate thing, right? When I'm hearing Watergate, I'm assuming there is going to be some leaked tapes that's coming out. I'm going to hear some leaked conversations or something like that, okay? That is what I'm getting when I'm getting Watergate. That's the vibe it's given, okay? So now that y'all have spun this, because we've all caught on to that, right? And now we're like, oh, we need to hear this recording, right? And since you got the recording, bitch, then that makes you responsible, right? Because why do you have this recording? So now y'all niggas have tried to spin it. And I'm wondering if you, Binary, are the one that called her to spin it, right? Shout out to you, though. Did you call her to actually spin this story and say, no, you cannot tell the people that you have a recording? You're now going to have to say you were just on the phone and you were listening. Now, I will stand out there. I will jump out the window and tell everybody it is absolutely okay for you to be listening. It is not okay for you to be recording. So scratch the whole recording, snatch that back from Shakim, make sure he does not show the recording, right? I'm feeling this is the conversation, that was had, okay? I don't know. I wasn't there. I just feel like this is the conversation that Binary had with Breaking the Culture some kind of way, right? Like, we're going to have to stop this whole thing because you're about to filibuster up out of the sector and all the way up out of the universe. So before we do that, you cannot tell the people that you have this recorded, which I believe we already have her telling us that, right? I think we already have that. So I'll just have to go back through my archives since I've been playing her videos, right? And talking to y'all while she's talking. I think I can go back and check on that and see, but I'm pretty sure she's already told the sector we got all the clips, okay? Including the clips of when he was talking with Propane. Okay, so if that is the case, right? The question of the day, like we already said, is why is it that she would be in possession of these recordings if Ray would be responsible for them? The second problem with this, right? And this is where you guys just cannot get out of this, okay? It doesn't matter what you say, Binary, about what you would do and how you would do this and all this other stuff. If Breaking the Culture remained, like, even if this did happen, right? Would Ray be responsible? Yes. Yes, he would. But that would be between him and Propane because they are the ones that's allegedly cool with each other. Okay. We don't got shit to do with that. The only reason we on breaking the culture, and this is the part you're missing, binary, okay? The only reason we are on breaking the culture's ass about all of this is because of her connection with anti-Afro Svengali. Ray has no connection to her. She does. On top of that, she is admitting to the Secktah that she's out here pulling up people's information, going through people's kids' Instagrams and all this stuff allegedly, and then going out here and giving that information involuntarily to other people, okay, and putting those people in harm's way. That is the difference between why we are on breaking the culture's ass right now when it comes to her responsibility and her behavior in these situations. So regardless of the filibustering that we're doing to try to get everybody upset and mad with Ray Triggs, the question of the day is breaking the culture here setting up the people in the Secktah? That is the question, okay? So I know you want to stay on this whole thing where, you know, we try to jump on Ray and we try to make this about Ray. And like I said, I'm not saying that Ray is not responsible for some shit. I'm not saying that Ray, you know, didn't actually do some shit, right? He probably did. And we'll probably be finding out a lot more shit than what we really needed to know, okay? But at the end of the day, breaking the culture's responsibility in this would still be there. And I'll tell you why. If she stayed on that phone, even if Ray said to her, how did, you know, stay on the phone, don't say anything and all this other stuff, what would make her want to? What would be the reason? You mean to tell me she just became the devil that at that second, that all this time she's been doing so wonderfully and so great by propane, and now all of a sudden at that one given second she just decided to stay on the phone to listen to all his tea? Why didn't she cut the phone off? Why didn't she hang up? How come she knows every drip and drop of every conversation that they've allegedly had? Why is that? Is it that she participated just as much in the fuckery? Because even if Ray participated in all this fuckery, I'm trying to understand how only Ray is being held responsible. Like as if breaking the culture is also not supposed to be held responsible. And probably to us, the most responsible. Not because she holds more weight than he really does, but honestly, it's because of who she's in bed with. That's why. How many people have been touched in this sector, disrespected in this sector, have gone through the things that we have because of AAS and her out here setting up people in different crimes and in different situations, putting people's jobs at risk, all kinds of crazy stuff because of AAS. That is the issue. I know, I get it, binary, you know, that's your girl. I understand that you support her, that you love her, that you want what's best for her, and so forth and so on. But at the end of the day, baby, this is why we are having an issue with breaking the culture, okay? Not Ray. So again, like, you know, hey, Ray has already admitted to the Secktah, yeah, I be on some fuck shit. I be doing my shit. I be in the beef sector. This is what I do. This is how I do it, whatever. Okay, cool. So even if he is fucking around on this person and fucking around with that person and all this other shit, what was your part in it if you know all about it? And why do you want to have this fake outrage now to come and tell propane and blow it all up and tell everybody? Because you're going down? So you the type that you the real snitch. You the type that if something goes down, you telling on the whole crew. That's just what you gonna do, because you can't take your own heat for your own shit. Like that's what this looks like to me. I don't know what anybody else is feeling, but this is what I'm fucking feeling. Okay, let me go ahead and finish getting into these comments. I see we got breaking the culture in the comment section too. We'll get to that bitch in just a second, but shout out to her because she want to be out here with the pre. We appreciate you breaking the culture for being in here. Make sure y'all don't block the bitch. He said, okay, let me go over here. Let me go over here. Let me go up here. Okay. Oh, what's up, Speakeasy? You said Binary was cooking AAS on the low. On, yeah, he was really cooking AAS and Rev G on the low. Okay. When Rev G said something like, Rev G said something like he could not be bought. Binary was like, he was like, he was like, I cannot be bought. He was like, he read it like that. He was like, yeah, Rev said I cannot be bought. He was like, if that was not some fucking shade, man, like, listen, bro. You said these people think that if they say something enough times, it makes it true. Exactly. Why they try so hard to point that picture of RT? Just a question, okay? You said so. This where everyone went. This where we at. We over here. Is I don't know where Shakim is. Is Shakim? What is he live yet? What's going on, y'all? Let me see if this nigga live yet. If he's still, what's he doing, or did he change it to another day or some crazy shit like that? All right, so we're waiting on the thin line between love and hate. It's coming on at 10, so it should be up in just a few minutes. All right, let's go ahead and finish up some of these comments. We also have a couple more things we're going to talk about binary. And then the epic show should be coming on pretty soon, guys. And like I said, y'all can go over there to the show if you want to see all the visuals and stuff. I'm going to be playing audio only according to fair use. But I'm not going to be playing the visual because, of course, I don't want any copyrights going on. You said outlaw. 1 Timothy lays out the qualifications for church leadership. It explicitly says must not be quarrelsome. If the Secktah makes him to act like he does, he needs to go or resign his ordination. Yep, it definitely does. There's definitely scriptures that lay out exactly what a minister is supposed to be. And how they're supposed to live. So that is true. That is true, girl. You said smoke clever. What's up, Antonio? Appreciate you. And Mikey, appreciate you. You said Steph Collins, do you think the not 007 is a narc? Oh, wow. I'm glad you brought that up because, you know, I have been watching a lot of him and I started paying a lot more attention to this dark side that you were telling me about that I wasn't seeing at first, right? But as it's funny how like a lot of times a lounger will tell me something about somebody and I don't see it until after they've told me about it, right? So when you started telling me about Denat's like toxic side, I started paying attention more. And yeah, he's got a lot going on. There's something, I don't know what it is about him. As a matter of fact, I ended up unsubscribing because I just got tired of the negativity. It was just always something. Like, and it was just a weird negativity. It's not like, you know, some people can be negative and it's funny, you know what I'm saying? Or it's, you know, you can keep up with it. Not him. I don't know what's happening with him, but yeah, I understand what you're saying now. And I can't say whether he's a narc or not because I don't really know. I'm not a therapist to really know, but child, there's something going on with the knot though. There's definitely something going on with him. Because it can't be everybody, right? Like Conscious was complaining about some things. AT2 was complaining about some things, and there's others. And you know, it can't be everybody, right? I mean, it has to be him at some point. So I don't know what's going on with that. You said I agree, SC. Don't mind me, y'all. Y'all know what I'm doing. 72. We got 78 in the building right now. Make sure y'all hit the like button, family. Appreciate that, Vici. You said, why does this look like a Shakim thumbnail? So, you know, let me explain the thumbnail for you guys. So I put Binary up in front of Breaking the Culture and Stargate, of course, in the back. I put him in front of Breaking the Culture because he is doing a really good job actually protecting this bitch right now. Like, he really got this bitch on protection code, protection mode, like real nigga shit. So he doing it more than Shakim. Now, if Shakim comes out with the epic, you know, receipts tonight, I might have to change this thumbnail up. Okay. So y'all be looking to see in the morning if I put Shakim in the front, okay, and actually change his little picture up, because right now Binary is coming in strong for breaking the culture. Like I said, he really almost had me convinced. And then I had to think, like I said, wait a minute, we talking about breaking here. Like, we talking about breaking, bro. Like, come on now. We ain't about to do that. This is not what we doing. You said some nigga that self-clapped his own channel after he drove away all the cash apps he was previously receiving before it said self-clap of channel. You said they are brother and sister, make a change. They're secretly working together behind the scenes. You said big scandal leaks and trying not to protect the big fish involved. But while I'm trying to tell you, child, there's going to be a whole lot that's going to come out with all this. Like Binary said, a lot of stuff is about to get spilled out in these streets, y'all. And it's not going to be pretty. There's some people that unfortunately are players in that didn't know it. And now you're going to know. That, you know, that's just unfortunate. That's just what the sector is. You said trying to protect the big fish. You said respectfully, there ain't no clips and ain't gonna be no epic receipt show. Child, we about to see. I mean, it keeps getting pushed back. It was supposed to start at 9, then it was supposed to start at 9:15. Now it's starting at 9:30. Then now it's starting at 10. Like, so we'll see if it gets pushed back again. But anyway. You said, Stephanie, that's why I asked for scriptures. Just drop the title if you won't carry what comes with it. Be a regular person. What's up, Outlaw? Hey, Redbone, you said now all of a sudden she claims she got receipts of Ray talking about me and damn my opinion. Yeah, I heard that shit too, right? So, like, okay, so why all this fake outrage now for all the receipts? And you're in here breaking the culture of silence. So why all this fake outrage for and all these receipts now that you want to drop? Is it because everybody want to spill your tea? Is it because like, but what you're failing to remember, Breaking, is the fact that you were the one that hopped up there and got trolled by the ultimate trolls of the sector, okay? And you got trolled by them. You hopped up on that panel because your tea was being spilled, mistakenly being spilled by one of your allies, and you had to get up there and save face. And so you threw Ray Triggs under the bus. And in you doing that, you fucked up your relationship with that man. Instead of just not saying nothing, just letting that shit ride and just taking that L for what it was, people would have brushed that over. They would have been over it in a day or two. Probably people wouldn't have never noticed it, all kinds of shit. I mean, people noticed, but they would have been over that shit. But you jumped right out the fucking window on that shit and then also turned around and did it again. Like, you did it a couple times. You threw that man under the bus and now he's coming back for you. Like, that's the part you don't understand about you, Breaking. You be coming for motherfuckers and doing all this disrespect and trying to jump ahead of the game, thinking that you're supposed to do that, and it don't even be like that. And then you end up betraying your real friends, or you betraying people that really fuck with you and really got your tea and really know information about you. And then you start lying on them, and while you're lying on them, they can tell the truth about you. Like, that's the part you don't understand. I don't know when you're going to catch that actual lesson, but that happens to you everywhere you go. Like, come on now. At some point, you got to stop blaming everybody else for that. This is happening because of you, man. It's because of the shit you do, like, period. So, and let's read your comment now. You said, is the person who set up propane the devil or the person who just sat on the phone? Did Breaking the Culture, I think you forgot that you were under your own name. So you're talking in the third person right now, okay? You said, did Breaking the Culture put out the Wolf's Tea or did Triggs? It's okay to sit and listen though. Hi, Diddy. Hey, child. So right now, you are putting out this information. You've passed on this information to not only to Shakim, but now you want Shakim to put this information out to the sector. So it's you that's passing on this information. I'm glad you asked that question. You also said, is the person who set up propane the devil or the person who just sat on the phone? Well, you would have had to be part of the setup if you were on the phone and you knew the call was taking place. You knew the call was about to take place. You knew who he was calling. You knew that or who was calling. You knew that he was on the phone. So you knew what he said. According to you, he told you, stay on the phone. You just do what people say? Like, is that what you do? Or is that what you're saying? I mean, or maybe you're admitting to that. Like you admitted to the kids that you've abandoned, right? Yeah, okay. So I don't know. Maybe maybe I'm getting something wrong here, but these are your questions, okay? So these are my answers, okay? Yes, it would be you and him equally as fucked up in that situation, man. But particularly, we're looking at you as the devil because of who you are in bed with and how that has affected people in this sector. See, none of us have been affected by Ray Triggs the way we've been affected by you. Okay? Talking shit about motherfuckers is different than doxing people, than trying to get people fired. Those are differences. Hello? But yeah, yeah. So it would be you that's putting out this information. Okay? Okay? Yeah. Uh-huh. See, you're putting it out. So I hope that answers your question. You said Redbone Dam. You said Clark. You said opening statements courtesy of T Pre and Binary. Okay, I'm just saying, like, we both on the defense. He defending her. I'm defending, whatever. So we just doing what we doing. You said, and BTC came in the chat, stalking, let me see your transcript. Every channel, every panel, every fucking time. Exactly. Every chance she could get, Breaking the Culture was out here trying to stalk. Let me see your transcript, telling us she got this receipt, she got that receipt. This person happened. This happened to my mother, her mother-in-law. This happened to her kids. This Dalmore did this, Dalmore did that, and we still haven't gotten a single fucking receipt for any of that shit. Shout out to Gator Girl. I truly appreciate you for the $50 super chat. You said, woo child, recordings, receipts, and cap. Oh my, okay. SMH, I'd have many folks cash apping ching ching, but I ain't trying to get doxxed with my handle. It's all good, baby girl. I definitely appreciate the super chat from you. Definitely understand and truly appreciate that. Let me get up here to the rest of these comments here. You said, Outlaw, he mocks the criticism. He says he doesn't have to be a perfect Christian. He can't understand remaining qualified is a whole different issue. Mm-hmm. And that's the thing. Like, I would hate to see anybody like actually do that, but if they do, I mean, that's kind of the energy that you're putting out, Rev. And that's why I'm saying, if you do have a mental illness, that is not an excuse for things to be happening. And you most definitely still are held to a fire to do something about that. If you're aware of it, you got to do something about that. And that's just what it is. So you said if there is a recording, depending on who recorded it, a law could have been broken depending on what state the recorder resides in. Exactly. That is also something that Breaking the Culture needs to take into consideration while she's throwing information out to everybody to toss out, and they tell the information and show everybody the information. Like, are you really ready to take on all of that? Are you really ready? I don't think they are. I don't think they're thinking this stuff through. You know what I'm saying? While they're trying to give out these epic receipts. It's 10:06. We don't know, I don't know what's going on with Shakim. Let me take a look and see. He's still not live. We got several people in the chat over there. But yeah, there's no live yet so far. So yeah, we're still waiting. Anyway, when he goes live, we'll start talking to him. But yes, definitely. I know New York is like, well, she's not in New York. She's in New Jersey. So let me see about New Jersey. Let's look some of this stuff up real quick. Okay, so I'm looking up the law on recording conversations in New Jersey. You cannot record someone without their consent if they have an expectation of privacy at the time of the recording. Any behavior related to recording conversations or discussions that could be interpreted as stalking or harassment will lead to further charges against the person collecting the recording. Okay, so that is New Jersey law, and she could most definitely be held responsible. Now, we don't know what state Ray Triggs lives in. Hell, we don't even know if he lives in the United States, for that matter, right? So we don't know if these laws apply to him or not, but we do know that Breaking the Culture lives in Jersey City, New Jersey, okay, on Cole Street, okay? So we do know that, so that's unfortunate for her. But yeah, that we do know that, you know what I'm saying? So I don't know, those laws would definitely apply to her. That's unfortunate for her. You said Miss T pre Grand Rising and Priest and Love. What's up, Conscious Energy? I appreciate you being in the building. You said, hey, Riz Lyricist, and you give the laughies. You said 10 means 11:37, or 12:35, right? You said, didn't the broad say her dude said he can't live anymore? She can't live anymore. Oh, I don't know. I didn't know anything about that. You said, dude attacked my cuz AT2. Like, whoa, child. Yeah, he doing a lot. Donat is doing a whole lot. Like, he really is. And I don't know what's going on. He is definitely an example of, just allowing the YouTube game to kind of get to your head a little bit too much. It ain't that deep, bro. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. Shout out to Let Me See Your Transcript. She's actually been covering that. So I'll be going over there watching her, and she'll actually cover a lot of those things. So I've been paying attention to a lot of that stuff. But yeah, child, there's a whole lot going on with Denat. You said, Redbone, I was listening to another live earlier, and someone said that exact comment. Okay, let me see. You said, didn't the broad say her dude said, oh, she can't go live anymore? Yes. Yeah, that's what she was saying too. She was trying to say that too. And that's why she been sneaking in the car. And if Danny goes and has like some meetings sometimes in the evening for business. And if he does, she'll leave. I guess when he leaves, that's when she be going live and stuff like that. And like that shit don't make no sense that you got to be sneaking on YouTube and shit behind your boyfriend. We all need to mass send him emails, since her and Anti want to be sending out mass emails and they want to be looking up people information. We all need to send Daniel Stark all her motherfucking tea and all her information that she been sending to every fucking body. Every time that bitch go live, we gonna send that nigga a fucking message. Every time she go live, every time Shakim go live with receipts, every time somebody else go live with receipts, child, we gonna start mass emailing Danny his motherfucking shit. And I got a couple emails for him. I actually do got an email for him. And there's another one too on his LinkedIn. Mm-hmm. Yeah, girl, that's a damn shame, child. Mm-hmm. You said, dude attacked my cousin. Oh, I read that. You said, Denat. I mean, yeah, I know. You said, I can't listen or watch Denat. Goodness, it's just overwhelming at this point. Trying to listen to his ass, like it's just too much. You said, Redbone. Yeah, someone said, didn't her guy tell her to get offline? Yeah, she had this live. I don't know when it was. It was a few days ago. She had this live and she was talking shit and talking. I don't know if somebody clipped that. I hope somebody did get a clip of that shit. I'm sure it's going to show up on some secret channel somewhere. But anyway, and in there he had ended up telling her to get off the live, so she had to go, and she did. And then she was talking about she'll be in the chats and stuff, but she can't go live no more. But now she going live, but she going live when he's not around, which is like a fucking 5-year-old. Who the fuck want to leave doing that? You said, hey, Miss T. Pre and Loungers, what's up? That's not what we're doing. I appreciate you being in the building. And Pillsbury, I appreciate you. You said, salute. You said, hey, what's up? The Pills. You said, slander the wigger. What's good? G-Ball. Money to burn. What's happening, sis? I appreciate you being in the building. Shakim is late, y'all, as usual, We are still waiting on him. I guess he think I'm gonna end my live. I'm not. Like I'm not gonna end the live. So you can go ahead and go live. I mean, I'm not ending the live. Like I don't know if you're changing it to another day. We'll just go live that day. It's not a problem. But I'm not ending this live until your live is over, or at least we get tired of being live over here. Then maybe we'll come on over there. But I do appreciate you, Money to Burn, for being in the building. You said, but when you leave, I'll be talking again. Word. What's up, Mikey? You said, wow. You said, Clark, she said it. Right. You said, Miss T. Pre, how's it going? What's up, Germ on the board? How's the family? I hope all is well in your life. Everything is going well, and everything since, everything that had happened a few months ago. Hope that you're doing well, and the family's doing well as well. You said, your mom's games in Canada got my block smoky. What the fuck? You know what? Yeah, LB, the show, man. What's happening, man? You said I'm glad you and Shakim don't private lives. I gotta go to bed soon with this CP time. Ciao. I'm saying me too, right? Like, nigga, we got shit to do. But okay, he on, y'all. Okay, all right. So for those of y'all that want to go over to Shakim's, if one of the mods will put a link to his channel in the chat, you guys can go over there. But we gonna be over here listening to this bullshit. Right now, he playing the Holy Quran and shit. So we gonna wait on that bullshit while he's doing all this stuff in the background, and all this extra. We gonna get all that out the way. We'll go ahead and finish talking about what we're talking about over here. And we're also going to talk about some binary, just keep going over the binary stuff that we were talking about. I appreciate that. I am human first. So right now, this is the link to Shakim's channel. If you guys want to go over there and catch me on the replay, that'll be fine. If you want to catch him on the replay, that'll be fine as well. Either way, make sure that you do subscribe to Shakim Ra and make sure that we are both doing this thing. All right. So for those of y'all that are staying with me, let's go ahead and finish talking about some of this stuff and that binary was talking about while Shakim is getting all his meta stuff out the way and talking about Kemet and all that shit before he starts talking shit about all the bitches. All right, so binary definitely talked. So we talked about the call between Breaking the Culture and Ray. And who's right and who's wrong, right? And what I really do honestly think. I honestly do think that both of them would be just as equally wrong in the situation. But I think in this particular sector, the only one we would care about is Breaking the Culture just because of who she's in bed with. Okay, so I think I made that pretty fucking clear. We already talked about this whole idea of narcissists using money to control others, or just using anything to control others. What's up, Lance Christopher? I appreciate you being in the building. Appreciate you. So I think we've got that down pat as well. I also think that there's multiple people in the sector that are doing stuff like that or have attempted to do stuff like that. I can go down probably an endless list of people that have done shit like that, okay? And endless possibilities of things that they've actually done. Let's get into the next part of what he had said. He said that her staying on the call and keeping that, well, we all were kind of questioning him on, why would Breakin stay on the call that long if it really was, not a problem? And why did she keep the info for as long as she did and didn't want to pass that info off to Propane while they wanted to have this kumbaya between Star and Propane and all this stuff? Did you really want to have a kumbaya between Star and Propane? Because if you did, why were you holding that information? Were you trying to really be a friend to Propane? Like that to me just sounds like you were setting him up. Like, why did you stay on the call and why did you remain there? You know what I mean? And why did you hold that information until today? Like, why are you holding this until right now? That's the biggest question of the day. Why didn't you want to release this? Because if you and Ray had never fallen out, would you have ever told Propane about this? And the answer to that is hell no, right? The answer to that is no. So why now? What's the difference now? Like, what are you looking for from propane? Or are you just simply looking for Ray to go down with you? Right? That's what I'm thinking is going on. Just my question, just some thoughts on that. You said so both would be just as wrong. Well, we said both would be just as wrong, but binary, you were trying to say no. She, if I were her, I would be nosy, so I would stay on the phone. No, no, you wouldn't, because the only reason you would want to be nosy and stay on the phone is literally to be messy. That would be the only reason that you would want to be nosy and stay on the phone. But what would be her reason for wanting to be messy and be nosy with him? Now, that's just assuming that, you guys have flipped this story and she hasn't actually recorded him. Okay. Like she claimed at first. All right. So when she's saying she recorded all this, she's got all this on recording. Now we're trying to figure out why she would have the recording. You guys tried to filibuster your way out of that. Okay. Even if she doesn't have a recording, why did she stay on the phone and she has exact wording of every single thing he said? Now it would be her word against his, because I don't believe it. Like, she has to prove that whatever she's claiming he said was actually said. Let's see. And then that would mean, okay, she was on the phone. That would mean propane would be able to say, yeah, that's what was said, right? But his question would probably be, why did you stay on the phone? If you felt like this was, information that was, information that, that's sensitive and I don't want out, why did you have this information out? Why did you give this information to Shaquem? He's still talking about that plagiarized university. So we're still waiting on that. But shout out to y'all. I appreciate all 64 people still in the clouds. Make sure that y'all do hit that like button, guys. I will just remind you of that every so often. But either way, yeah, that was kind of my questions on that. And I just can't get past that part of it. Like, you being on that phone, you like knowing verbatim everything that was said. How would you know all of that if you hadn't recorded it? Are you trying to tell me you wrote all that down? No, bitch. You recorded that shit and you kept going back to reference that every so often so that you know exactly what needs to be said to him. That's what's going on, bitch. Like, we're going to stop playing. We're going to stop playing with the Lord like this, okay? You know goddamn well what the fuck is going on with that. I'm going to turn that shit down a little bit, y'all, because he playing the Sun God Ra song. All right. Shout out to Shaquem now. All right. So anyway, let's get on to this next thing. It says people will rise up and okay. So, oh yeah. So that was a part that you said, binary, that I thought was very interesting because we've all been talking about this lately, right? And you're definitely on point with this one point. You said through all of this stuff that's about to come out. What's up, I'm Living Life? I appreciate you being in the building. You said, hey, T-Pre in chat. You said it was all good when Triggs was helping them with their ops. So now it's all on him. Listening silently means you were aware some F shit was at play. Exactly. My point exactly. Like the fact that she was on the phone listening in and knows verbatim everything that was said, to the point that now everything that was said, you can now pass on to somebody else, right? Why didn't you hang up? How come you didn't do any of that if you're so ethical and you're trying to expose Ray as this unethical person? Like, no, I'm sorry. You are just as unethical if that really is true. If what you're saying is true. But what I think happened is you recorded the conversation. You had the conversation in your possession. And once we caught on to the fact that you are the one with the recording, so you are the one that's responsible for it, now you had to change the story and say, no, I didn't record it. I just remember everything and I was there. Should I have hung up? Yeah, but I was there and I know what he said. And this is what he said. Like, you're not making him look bad. You're making you look bad. Real shit. You're making you look fucking bad. Real nigga shit. And I can't wait until Ray actually shows the messages proving that he said this to you. But anyway, let's go ahead and, like I said, you said this. You said that people will rise up and we will see who they are. So what you meant by that, and like I said, we've been kind of talking about this. I've been talking about this. Smoke's been talking about this. There were other people that have mentioned this too. Shout out to Nova Real Show. I remember him talking about this and some other people. A lot of stuff that's about to come out from behind the scenes stuff that's going on. And it ain't just this story and this situation. There's a lot of behind the scenes stuff that will come out. And when that stuff comes out, right, you'll start to see certain people reacting and saying certain things and hopping out the clouds and talking about shit and everything else because their hands are dirty in these situations, right? That's kind of like what Binary was talking about. And I agree with him. I think there's going to be a few things that will come out about all this. But I don't think that Breaking the Culture is going to come out on top of this. I don't. I mean, and I hate to say that way, right? And it's not because I just have this extra biasness to her. It's honestly because this has been a history with her. I mean, this has been a complete history with her in various places, in various spaces, with various people. Not just with me, not just with this sector, but literally in multiple spaces on YouTube and in other places as well. So in real life, and so forth. So let's get into some other things that you talked about, because you talked about, there was 3 things that you talked about that a narcissist would use, right? So what they would use are narc mirroring, right? Which would be like a person who mirrors you, like they become you, right? Or they become what you love. It's actually a form of magic. It can be used in magic practices and so forth. But yeah, you become something, you become the person, right? Or you become who they like or what they like, or you start emulating what they like. Some women will do that in magic practices towards their men, right? So give you an example. If there's something that your man likes, or like Denia was even talking kind of on these lines, right? Even though she didn't know it, she was really using it, because she was talking about this with Denia Jackson was talking about this with her husband, how she would become the women. She would study the videos of him sleeping with other women. She would do all kinds of stuff. She would study their Facebook profiles, their Instagrams and stuff, and she would try to emulate these women and become what it is that she believed he wanted and believed that he liked, right? So that would be kind of exactly what an example of what Binary was talking about with the mirroring, right? Of becoming exactly that person so that you can kind of love up to that person, or you can kind of level up with them and be, where they want you to, what they think, what in their mind, they think you want them to be, right? So that you can get on their side. And Breaking the Culture definitely has done that. I can't see that Ray has done that. What I will say, the closest thing to maybe Ray may have done to that, and Shakim is just still singing this silly ass music, y'all. He's just singing that silly ass music. Anyway, the thing about this is the closest thing I could say that Ray may have done that may have been sort of similar is making these intros for everybody. But actually, I think that's pretty creative, to be honest. I thought that was pretty cool and pretty creative, because when you're trying to grow a sector like ours, and you do that, you kind of encourage people to become content creators in that way, right? And they can take and use those same intros or whatever later. So I can see the greater vision with why he would do that, okay? But when it comes to, the narc mirroring, Breaking the Culture came into our sector trying to mirror the Black race. Like literally, like, oh yeah, my mother is Nigerian, like how many biracial people came around here and said exactly the race and exactly the nationality of their parent. They just said they're Black and white, or they just said they're biracial. They didn't have to name the nationality of the parent. They didn't have to say, oh, my mom is Nigerian and my father is from Sicily. You know what I mean? Like, first of all, she don't even know who her damn dad is, right? But her mom, even if her mom was from Nigeria, like, why do you need to mirror? Like, no, your mom isn't from Nigeria. That's number one. But you're trying to mirror exactly us. You're trying to mirror our race. You come in with that, trying to mirror us. You came in trying to mirror the ladies. We have, panels from ladies' nights that you came in on, and tried to mirror everybody on that panel. And there's just a lot of things that this lady has done to try to get up close and personal to us and use that actual reference that you talked about. One of the other ones that you talked about was financial abuse, right? Now, she ain't really got no money like that, but she most definitely offered this kind of stuff. Hold on, guys. Oh, he's still talking. He's still telling this stupid story. Anyway, yeah, so with the financial abuse thing, right? It's not so much that she had the money and that she was the one that was tossing money around with the financial abuse. It wasn't even that. It was more or less other people using her, right? So they could send money at her and toss money at her and make her do, God knows, some of the worst shit possible. You understand what I'm saying? Until she gets clapped on and they don't have no energy to protect her from any of it, right? Like, but they can definitely pay. Breaking can be paid. She can be paid off to do shit. Okay, she's been known to do that. She has done that in other sectors, and she most definitely does that here. Trust me, trust and believe. She got paid to give up information on Carrie Ann, to give up information on Eyes, to try to give up information on me. Like, she got paid well to do all that shit. Okay, and it just is what it is. They admitted it in the past when she was arguing with Knockout Media. She admitted to being paid by AAS and that he got paid. Bills were paid for both of them. Like, she's admitted this stuff. Once she get to drinking and talking shit, she forget what she be saying. But yeah, that's what she said on the panel. And y'all remember that. So financial abuse, if that comes from a narc, then yeah, that's definitely on her end as well, Binary. The other thing was the love bombing, right? And you talked about how she will love bomb on you, to try to get, you didn't say she will, but that she does. She uses that tactic. I'm just letting you know. She will love bomb you to death to make you think you're so important and everything is so, important and so forth and so on. And she's got your back and everything else. And just to turn around and be snaking you. Okay. So there's a lot of things that you said in this video that you were trying to put on Ray, right? But it's actually turning around on Breaking the Culture. It really, really is. It's unfortunate that it is, but we can't look past her past, right? Like, I think that's the part that's got me. And there was some other parts that you were talking about, and I want to talk about this one thing before Shakim gets into his video and his epic show, because he's about to get into the epic show. He's still singing his silly ass music with these sound clips. Okay, but anyway, I don't know when he gonna come up with some new music too. Shakim need to come up with some new shit for real. Somebody need to help him with his channel. How about that? Shout out to Triggs. You need to help that nigga with his motherfucking channel. But anyway, so I think, okay, so we were talking about the love bombing thing. So Breaking the Culture has definitely done a lot of that. Okay, comes in and tries to tell you that you've been vindicated, that you're right, that you're perfect, you're great. She tried to even do that with me when she first came around. How, she thought I was just this awesome podcaster and that, she wanted to hear from me and what I could do for her and everything else. Okay, the show. You know what? I thought this show was about to start. He's still singing all this silly ass music. God damn, how long is that going to take? Anyway, so what was I saying? Oh yeah, so she does all this love bombing shit and everything else. And she definitely did that with me, right? And she did that with some other people in the sector as well. But what I saw her do in particular was that the other night with the smoke god, okay? Um, yeah, she don't go around there watching smoke shows and knowing anything going on with smoke and all this other stuff. Now all of a sudden she's saying, "Oh, I heard something and watched something that vindicates your show." And she just did that because she wanted the smoke god to feel, like get these accolades all of a sudden so he could be on her side and he can tell her story the way she wants it to be told. That is what it is. And she thought people would validate it based off of whoever's telling it. So depending on who's telling the story is how people will validate. People like myself, right, would validate a thing based off of his smoke god said it or something like that, which I do believe, right? Now, again, like I said, I'm not saying, and I do think that there is some truth mixed in to some of this stuff. I don't think that it's all lies. I don't think she just 100% made all this stuff up. I don't know. Like, she made up a lot of shit about me, so it's hard to say she's not. But I do think that her and Ray were working together and they were doing a lot of things together, right? And now we're coming back and we're trying to find out what's true and what's not true and what's going on and what's not going on. So anyway, guys, that's where I'm at with this whole thing with binary. I definitely think you need to go back to the drawing board when it comes to her, because she's just not a trustworthy individual. Okay. And it's hard to look past her as the culprit or even as at least somebody that is equally as responsible as he is, right? I can't just say, oh, he's only responsible in this situation. They would equally be responsible in this situation. So anyway, let's go ahead and turn up the sound here because I know he's going to be through this pretty quickly. We got over there, we got P in the building over there. We got Breaking the Culture over there. We got Living Life is over there. We've got, I think that's it. Unadulterated's over there. Slanders showed up over there. Y'all all kind of back and forth between there and here. So shout out to y'all. He's playing this shotgun, this Flacco shit. So what's up, Miss Murph? I appreciate you being in the building. Is it 5:21 a.m.? Facts. I'd hang up if I didn't want to be part of it. Exactly. So everyone's hands are dirty. Exactly. Everybody hit the like. This is the longest fucking clip, yo. Oh my god. It's literally the same clip over and over again of Flacco dancing. Somebody put some help in on this boy's chat. Oh my god, he is still playing this shit. It is literally the same clip over and over again. Yes, the back that ass up for Flock, y'all. In Mozart.
It's hard to make sense today.
Oh my God. You know what?
Something don't add up here. Something definitely does not add up. And we ain't never heard Flop with this aggressive.
Yo, that song was lit though.
And we ain't never heard Flop with this aggressive. And we ain't never heard Flop with this aggressive. And we ain't never heard Flop with this aggressive.
Oh, he's still waiting on the receipts? Oh, that's what it is. That's what it is. Yo, that beat was fucking lit though. I ain't gonna hold you. Ain't that Poison song? Today. Gotta pick a side today. Gotta pick a side today. Anti-gay. Gotta pick a side today. That's kind of the shit there. Pick a side today. Anti-gay. Gotta pick a side today. Yo, honestly, y'all, if it wasn't for Shakim, there would be a lot of sayings that we wouldn't have. There's a lot of sayings that we have in this sector because of this skinny motherfucker, yo. Like, real shit. There's a lot of shit that Shakim has started us saying. Like, gotta pick a side today.
Relax, nigga. Take your blood pressure medication. It's gonna be okay, nigga. Kind of, recap the big news from this past weekend. I'm started home. That's the only way I know how to.
He has the longest intro ever.
Eagles 26, Cowboys 17.
This nigga intro is like 30 minutes long.
Decent game. I'll be preaching this, man, about these average quarterbacks, man. Turnovers. Manage the game. Shout out to the Eagles for picking up.
He said, hey, living life, it doesn't seem any hands are clean in this kerfuffle. Child, nobody hands is clean, but at least Ray admitted his hands ain't clean. Like, Ray the only one out here like, no, it's only Ray, Your Honor. It's just Ray.
And we are back, folks.
All right, we here.
Yet another emergency hearing. And today, it is we the people, we of Black America and White America versus one defendant only. Ray Triggs, aka Triggs TV, aka Raymond, whatever name or identity or character this nigga on the right wants to come up with, we're going to be discussing these recordings. And we have a casualty of war, Propado Glenn, who will also be mentioned in this paperwork party tonight as well. But
now, he just said recordings, right? Everybody caught that. That nigga said recordings. So that means they have recordings of him. Who recorded him? Let's find that out.
Before I even get into all the kerfuffles and all the fuckery, if this is your first time here on this channel, your first time hearing my voice or seeing
we heard him say
face,
it. He said recordings.
May as well take it upon yourself to go ahead and hit that like button.
I wish he would come up with a new saying.
Also, may as well go ahead and hit that subscribe button too, because I drop videos like this every single day.
Okay. All right.
No.
All right.
No.
All right. My. Shit.
Always tell y'all.
Are we going to jail?
Start, and it ain't where you stop. We caught in the middle of a Watergate scandal. So if you're late to the party, if you're just getting to the building,
what's up, Pillsbury?
Up on everything tonight. I'm gonna walk you from A all the way to Z. But what we have here is a troll that got too emotional
Woo
How
child.
sweet. And then this troll thought he was smarter than everybody else in the sector. He said that the sector is dumb. The sector is retarded. You can tell the sector any goddamn thing. All you gotta do is cash out somebody $50, $75, or $100, and they're gonna bend to your will. But is it really so? Is it really so? So I'm gonna do some foreshadowing of what I'm gonna talk about tonight. And I'm gonna start with somebody that will also be a casualty of war in this situation. So go ahead and check out this clip, and I will come back with the rest of my commentary.
He playing me and Cry's video, y'all. Yo.
So birthday though. 2020. Remember that shit.
So, Miss Murph, he can't strike my channel for audio. I can play audio in the name of fair use. Any content creator is aware of that. That's the reason why I'm not playing the video. Because he would try if I was playing the video. But playing the audio, I'm able to do that, especially if I'm stopping and commenting. That's just in the name of fair use. So let me pull up my fair use banner. You know what? Appreciate you reminding me of that, girl. Ciao. See, y'all loungers be keeping my ass on point, don't y'all? Okay. Let's go ahead and finish them.
This is America.
Thanks, Miss Murph. What's up, chat lives? Get your money, black man. Get your money. Get your money. Get your money. Yo, I'll never forget that video, man. I laughed about that shit for like 2 weeks straight. Oh, they'll be all right. I'm trying to figure out how that video got to the sector. They done blamed Josephine, me, G Gates. They blamed all kind of motherfuckers for that video. Yikes.
So for everybody that doesn't know, that's our favorite pill head, our favorite Xanax.
So I guess he already talk about me and Nikki.
April Crackhead, Bigly.
This is the epic show, y'all.
Has been all over these YouTube streets, begging for a couple dollars, begging for a couple cash apps, and that's
he got an April picture up now.
Went live, kissing April's ass, kissing grown man's ass, and kissing anybody and everybody's ass, just to keep spending that money and just to be the sector lick. So I thought a nigga who called me the sector lick said something like, nigga, you done spent about as much money as me at this point. Taking care of April's pill addiction is not cheap. Taking care of April and her white refrigerator ain't cheap. And also taking care of our geriatric old ass bent back, C-shaped back, need a chiropractor immediately shaped back ass nigga. Taking care of a family halfway across the damn country. It can't be easy for you, nigga. So we're gonna review all the receipts, and then I'm gonna drop my receipts, and then we gonna see what you come up with. So let me go ahead and share my screen real quick. And shout out to everybody in the chat room. Shout out to everybody catching the replay. I'm not even reading the chat, nigga, because I don't need the chat to roast this nigga. All I got to do is play his own words. So let's go ahead and pull up your pop-up live from yesterday, and we will see who was recording who was actually on some snake shit and some bitch shit, and then I'm going to let y'all decide who is at fault in this situation. So let's go ahead and pull up this video. We got it pulled up.
He's playing the Triggs video from yesterday.
Pulled up. But actually, before I even get into this video, there's a couple things I need to actually remind y'all of. So before I went live, Stargate went live. So shout out to Stargate, because Stargate went live right after this bitch ass nigga went live, right? And while Stargate was live, guess who tried to delete their own videos? Not our favorite troll. Say they so. Say they so. So I'm about to show y'all that, and then I'm going to show y'all that, and then I'm going to show y'all something else.
I don't know why that's supposed to be the epic receipt, because Ray always takes his videos down.
And
all these niggas take their videos down around here.
We don't need to play all of it. But what I wanted to show y'all is that in the middle of Stargate revealing the so-called pop-up live that was going to debunk, quote-unquote, me, and debunk, quote-unquote, breaking the culture, and debunk all the, quote-unquote, people that got receipts on our favorite bug-eyed centipede face-dash troll, Ray Triggs. He put the video on private.
Y'all already knew he was going to do that.
Why is that? Is it because he didn't want us to hear what he already told y'all yesterday? Why doesn't Triggs want us, the people, we the people, to review the motherfucking receipts?
I know these aren't the epic receipts.
The video pulled up. So it ain't no point in putting the shit on private, nigga. It ain't no point in trying to delete evidence. It ain't no point in trying to pretend like we didn't catch you in a lie. So we about to catch this nigga in a lie in real time. Let's go ahead and scroll back. And let's press play.
I can't wait to show you the receipt when he was trying.
Actually, no, I'm going to share my video. I'm not even going to share Star's video. I'm going to share my video. How about that?
Okay, share something. Share something, goddammit. You sharing more than the breaking the culture is. Shit.
Do you? No. Because I got receipts for days on you, nigga. I got receipts for motherfucking days. Nigga, like, it's only 10:49 a.m. Nigga, you lucky you caught me.
It's 10:49 p.m., son.
Pray I don't catch you on the weekend, nigga.
It's 10:50 p.m., son.
We got it pulled up.
He said it's only 10:49 a.m. What the fuck is going on with Shaquille? It is late at night, son. What you been on today? He think it's morning time, y'all. Shout out to Shaquille for those receipts right there. We need them receipts. What time it is over there in Michigan?
That's why you work the fucking godmother. What they can do, you know what, Speak? They can send like $1 back to when they pay Scarlett, they can put it in the thing, say, hey, unblock. That's how it is. See, I'm a little slow. Yeah, you're right, Speak. They can if they see that they block, they can cash app Scarlett and say, hey, Scarlett, unblock me. And you know,
now keep in mind, y'all, Ray also told everybody that if they're gonna catch the video, they might as well record it or do what they're going to do. He said he's not telling nobody what to do, but if you want to record, go ahead, because he's going to private the video. So it's not a shocker that he privated his video, y'all.
Scarlett can hit me up and say it in the chat, and I'll change her. I'll change the access so that she can. So what is the difference with you? Drink this time. I had a slip of the tongue. The names are so similar. Rev G, Mickey D, nigga first, and then beauty second, because those two chats were sent in the same 6:30. Is it?
Let me get my timestamps right, because I can't even go through this whole video. This shit is 4 hours, and I ain't got all night. So let me get my timestamps right, and we gonna actually get the timestamp from Stargate. So Stargate pulled up the 2 hour, 13-minute, and 59-minute mark. So that's what we about to do. Shout out to Stargate for having her receipts locked and loaded as always. Please continue. So, yep, here we go. We got the video pulled up. Let's go to the 2 hour and 13-minute mark.
By the way, I listened to Stargate's video. I had to fast forward through it because it was a bunch of bullshit. Go ahead.
I really fuck with Victim On that I can get to tell them to reach out to him, and he would do it for me. So if you can't do it and you want to see Victim On over here, I know I can definitely make that happen. I know a lot of them motherfuckers over here. If I don't know them directly, I know somebody that knows somebody that fucks with me the hard way. That I can get it done. I can definitely get all that shit done. But Toy Lady, was you there for the show when they did that shit a cappella? Oh God. Toy Lady, I had tears in my eyes. I haven't laughed so hard on YouTube. That's what I'm talking about. Toy Lady, you need to do that, or I'll do it, or we need to do something to get that shit I literally had tears in my eyes, y'all. Something happened a couple of days ago. That was the best live stream I have ever been at in a long time. I was fucking crying. It's this guy named Cam Talk Too Much. Y'all might have heard of Cam Talk Too Much. Singing a cappella. Oh, that shit. I had tears. I ain't had tears in a long time by just being in the chat. I've been on like my show like...
Oh, no, that's not the right timestamp, Star. Stargate got the right timestamp, Star. We got to double check this.
Oh my God, y'all. They are filibustering over the receipts.
They're real to the point because
already.
I wanted the same timestamp, but that's not what I'm hearing. So let's go back. Shout out to Stargate. Go ahead and check this out, and I will come back.
Bitch on himself. Listen, I'm sorry, Jimmy Gates on Star shit tonight. Listen, nigga. Listen, I can't. What's up, Mr. Golly? What's up, girl? Hold on.
So clearly, y'all, this is a non-receipt show starting off with already. We're not getting any epicness from any of this. Is anybody feeling any epicness or anything so far? Because I don't know where the epicness is at.
Really don't make any sense because it was nothing salacious whole time because Mickey D was...
I thought they would have had these timestamps together. They would have had everything together since the original epic receipt show was supposed to be Saturday, right? Like that was like several days ago. I mean, this was, we've had 3 or 4 days here to get this and gather all of this stuff and have everything together and ready to go. You know what I mean, we should have been sharing this by now, right?
Bitch tricks.
Okay, are we at the receipts yet?
It was being recorded, and then Breaking said, "Oh well, she gave me permission." Yada yada yada, and then Nikki said, "No, the fuck, I didn't give you permission." So I said, "Well, I know. I'm wondering if this has something to do with." When I tried to do the build show with Breaking, and I'm like, if they go this route, it's kind of stupid because it really don't make any sense because it was nothing salacious, nothing bad about the call. It's only a way to spin it to make it look like the propane. You see what I'm saying? And when she got quiet, I was just thinking because the plan was the propane. I was able to talk positive shit. The nigga didn't say nothing bad about Star or anybody else. He didn't say shit. He didn't say nothing wrong. There was no point in recording that phone call.
Words, yeah.
Okay, before we get to the sixth
word, Gator girl.
Listen,
There should be fines for playing with the Secktah's time with this pump faking. Okay?
Because we didn't know you was going to snitch on yourself this weekend. But listen.
Well, you got to cash out the Godfather or somebody to get back in.
They trying to make us feel bad about building bridges. We got bitches and niggas.
We're going to have to put some hashtags in these chat rooms. Hashtag in Shakim's chat. Where are the receipts? Hashtag where are the goddamn receipts? Like I'm going to, what are we doing?
Bridges with bitches.
What are we doing?
Niggas
got shit to do.
Minor children be whores.
You already like an hour late.
Make me feel bad about shit about our bridge. Who is it? This nigga was trying to take you down. Y'all don't believe him, but then he cares about y'all. Then he gonna go on a long fucking break, nigga. This shit could not have happened in culture.
I'm glad I made this thumbnail the way that I did, because Binary did a good job. Shakim, I don't know. Thank God you muted.
Now, the people are going to say that I recorded propane. You can believe it if you want. I don't care. The only person I care about believing this shit, if I'm right, I don't know if this is what's going to happen or not. I really don't know if this is what's going to happen or not. But now I'm going to have to release the text messages and shit that happened after that phone call. Why the fuck didn't you say anything? And the conversation after the phone call.
No.
Because I never said anything to propane. You see what I'm saying? And when she got quiet, I was just thinking, because the plan was I was supposed to speak to propane. She was supposed to speak to Stargate. So I'm like, okay, well, maybe she just quiet because she don't want to scare him up. I don't know. It's kind of, Breaking got an iffy relationship with folks and people looking at her sideways. So I'm like,
nigga, stop it. Nigga, stop it. So
what you mean, nigga, stop it?
He already admitted that he didn't let propane know that he had somebody else on the call. And that sounds like a wiretap to me. I don't know about y'all, but if you call me and you got somebody else on the line, wouldn't you tell somebody that you got somebody else on the line?
Wiretap, though? Really, really wiretap, bro? Okay.
Make sense, people. Well, we gonna let Triggs tell on himself. We gonna let him keep talking. Keep talking, nigga.
Well, maybe she quiet because she don't know how propane might feel about her. So she don't want to be involved because the plan was, and that's what I text propane, I'm calling you.
Okay, so guys, first of all, a wiretap would be exactly this. It's an act of using a listening device to conduct surveillance, typically over a phone line, which would be like illegal wiretaps of leading politicians. Or a verb for it would be use a listening device to conduct surveillance on. So sitting there on the phone with somebody is not anything close to wiretapping. Okay, so let's make that clear.
Oh, so you text propane, you was calling propane, you had a bunch of conversations with propane behind the scenes. Yikes. Now I'm gonna pull up receipt number one. Now I gotta pull up a couple receipts. I got a special guest here, in case y'all did not know.
Breaking the cultures on up there, y'all.
So, no, that's not it.
They don't have their receipts together at all.
Here we go. Here's receipt number one. So this was around Mother's Day.
So this is some text messages between them.
Everybody that wasn't around. So here's Ray Triggs saying on May 15th, around May 15th, that it's a sad day today. Binary is going in on propane. Sad face emoji.
Let me look at this real quick.
Then he says on May 25th, call me back when you can. I got some quick news about propane. So what was this quick news, nigga? So you mean to tell me you just started talking to propane, nigga, not even a month ago, and you already in these streets spreading his business? You already
just because he said I got some quick news about propane
problems to people in the sector. So I think this
that's your receipt.
shows that you all cap, nigga, because you claim you Propane's biggest cheerleader, but you couldn't wait to tell Propane's business to these YouTube streets. So,
what?
That being said, I'm a mute. Go ahead. Do you have anything you want to give some context to this message?
So, I just find it funny that this man has so many mistakes when it comes to everybody. Like mistakes, like self-admitted mistakes. Because I actually
my God, it's
personal about Propane.
Y'all, I want y'all to go over there real quick.
I said,
hit that link and go over there and take a look at these receipts he's talking about, and then y'all can come back to the chat.
Right? You know better, you do better. So when
I want y'all to see what I'm looking at. Because this is not showing me any evidence at all that he's trying to talk shit about Propane. All he said is, I got some news about him. That could mean anything. Where's the rest of the receipts?
I don't talk to Propane. I don't interact with him. So in all actuality, I didn't really care.
But suddenly AAS turned on Propane, right? Y'all see that, right?
You didn't accidentally forget to tell. Like at the end of the day, you had to cognitively merge my ass in. You had to actually look at your phone and hit the merge button for us to be on the same call. Because you were already on the phone with me when he called. And if you weren't already on the phone with me when he called, you were already on the phone with him when you talked to me. So either way it goes, you was Watergating shit. But you were Watergating his shit because we weren't talking about shit. We were talking about setting up fucking lies. So with that being said, and you self-admittedly had me on a call with him. You did not accidentally do that. You
exactly
that call. And that's fine.
Exactly, Clark. I'm going to read that. So you said, wasn't there supposed to be a building between Star and Propane, hence the phone call in the first place? He should have out her on the phone and hung up from her. However, why was she recording? Exactly. Because he said he's going to show all these recordings. Where's the recording? She's been talking for 20 minutes now. Come on, girl.
And it is what it is. And
I think I can fast forward her talking a little bit. Yeah, let's go ahead and move forward. Okay.
Yikes.
And so I hung up the call. Not him. I hung up the call. And that's just a matter of a quick phone check, with the service. Who hung up this call?
Oh, we're supposed to check the phone company? Those are the receipts we got. We're supposed to call her phone company to check who hung up the call first.
So much, like, hey, call me back when you can. Like, what's up?
That's the thing. In all actuality, it's weird because it was like, at first I thought it was more or less like,
I'm ready to go up there and fight both of these motherfuckers, yo.
To go over the Stargate thing, and maybe was scared to ask Propane to have me on the call. Like, I don't fucking know. But then, like, I don't even know because the shit just don't even make sense. In all actuality, it don't make sense. But it's what happened. And Propane is the only person that can actually verify it. And hopefully he tells the truth is all I'm saying. Hopefully he tells the truth. But he's the only one that can technically verify because he knows he talked to Triggs before the show and after the show. And he knows if he was on the phone for over an hour both times. Only he would know that. Because it would have been him on the call.
Well, she's saying that now. But Shakim just even said himself, we got the recordings.
They hung up both times.
We just heard him say that.
And so he was like calling you.
But they trying to change that story now because everybody's wondering why she got the recordings.
I got some quick news about Propane.
Right, I didn't answer because I was probably doing something. You know what I mean? Whatever. I was probably doing something. But yeah.
The quick news about Propane was he was ready. He was willing to have this conversation with Stargate.
I didn't do anything.
She knows that. Let's see the dates on those calls. Anybody see them dates on them calls? Let me go over there and look at that.
Like I've been saying, and then you recorded me and got whole busted recording me.
I'm gonna look at the dates on these calls.
You lied about it, and then thought I was just gonna be cool with it, and then when I outed you,
because it looked real blurry on the screen.
I did something to you. No. around within this space that have received.
You got the little.
I'm about to air that ass out too.
Yes, and he's using a VPN. He got secret moderators. Shout out to Trish.
I bet the fuck
Shout
you
out to
do.
Big Black. Because this nigga got
So what? That is like a thing on YouTube. Like, so what? There's nothing wrong with that.
Nigga, it makes a lot of sense though why he.
You're making a big deal out of nothing. If these are y'all receipts,
he claimed Propane is his boy.
you're bombing,
Propane's such a good person, but nigga, as soon as you heard that nigga was down on his luck, you was running that nigga business all over the internet and these YouTube streams. So, I mean, that's just one part. We only on part one, so I don't even know they're ready for part two. Should we show them part two?
Yes, part two. Yes, let's get to it.
Let me see.
That shit is so blurry you can't even see
this
it.
is the part I wanted to get to because he said that he didn't know why you was so quiet on the phone. He didn't know why you didn't say nothing. So here's a message that says, do you hear that or did you hear that? So this lets you know right here. He wanted her to hear this conversation. He wanted her to be there. He probably wanted her to spread Propane's business. We don't know what his intentions were. We're just assuming. But you want to give context to this as well because he was saying that he wasn't aware or you weren't aware that you were quiet and you weren't.
I can't wait till Ray gives his context to these text messages. Because these messages are blurry on the screen. You can't see the dates. You can't see whether they're spliced and diced.
I don't know why she didn't say anything because I can tell her to put my phone on mute. Like, what do you mean? Like, it gave 1999 and putting each other on mute, listening to calls and shit. Like, little ass kids fucking playing three-way. I don't know, but like, what do you mean?
Yo, y'all, these calls, these text messages between them were recent. They were in May, guys. These text messages were in May. I'm about to do a screenshot of this. Hold on. Let me make sure I can see this right. Yeah. May 15th. Bitch, you was a motherfucking liar. You act like he really has been talking like this was recent in the past couple of weeks that these calls took place. So hold on a second, y'all. Let me finish playing
and
that.
when you got finished with the call, you literally texted me asking if I heard all of it because you didn't realize I wasn't online anymore. It is what it is.
Wow. So exactly, because somebody was like, nobody said
because
hello.
I was on mute. I was literally on mute. So granted, I didn't owe Propane any loyalty. I did not know this man. He didn't kick me.
Well, Shakim got it on his screen. Y'all can definitely go over there and take a look at it. These messages were recent, y'all.
This happened. Triggs put this out. I didn't put this out.
Exactly.
He started showing receipts. He was pulling up Nikki receipts, posting them online.
Yes, May 15th. Exactly. Like these text messages were recent. She act like these messages were from like last year where he been running around. They are such, oh my God, y'all. I can't believe they tried to spin that like that.
That's cap, and this is what happened.
She is making herself look worse and worse and worse.
Nigga, so you didn't say hello. Hey, Breaking's on the call just to let you know before he started venting all his personal business to you, nigga. Vulnerable. You know what I'm saying? I don't even want to know the details because I know the details and I don't even want to know. So, can you imagine telling somebody your
and how do you know the details, Shakim? You know them because she told you.
Back line and you don't even know it. Like, yikes. So,
okay,
cut the
Triggs.
Nigga. We got it right here. You wanted her to hear it. What do you think he wanted you to do with this information? Because he also tried to say he was setting me up. So how do you think he was planning on setting everybody up with this?
Well, that's the thing. I don't know because if I'm being honest.
Yo, Ray, this show is redeeming you. I'm telling you, like this conversation between these two is actually redeeming you because she is showing conversations between y'all that everybody in the sector already knows about. We already know that y'all were already talking with Propane and with Stargate at that time. Now she's just trying to make this look a certain way. What they didn't do was take the dates out of those conversations. He says, Speakeasy Breaking, are you recording this live?
But
you'll answer Friday.
Dude, Trig's standpoint, sir, this is supposed to be a homeboy, and you got a female listening in who y'all claim is supposed to be the messiest bitch. I'm supposed to be the most sour, foul, hoe in around. But you feel comfortable enough with me. You calling me a streetwalker, but you feel comfortable enough with the streetwalker to have her on the line with your homeboy. I digress.
Yeah, make that shit make sense. So what's good for the goose is good for the gander. You can't have it both ways. So I just want to say, like, these messages show me that he used Propane as bait. He used Propane's downtime so he could elevate himself to look like the quote-unquote good guy. So let this be a lesson for folks. If you a troll, just be a troll. And that actually reminds me of another message I saw. Let me go back to it. Oh, yeah. So this is when he was done, quote-unquote, done talking about
I can't
Star.
believe these are their epic receipts.
We're going to respond to shit that Star was saying because Star is crazy. And Star is being controlled by anti-Afro Svengali. So he don't want to fuck with Star no more all of a sudden. And you was like, hey, I understand why Star was upset.
Oh, me too, Ray.
Like, I don't understand why Star was upset. And I'm going at everybody on Friday. So do you want to give some context to that? Because a lot of people's confused about that too. Or not. You ain't got to.
I would say, because I'm trying so hard.
You can leave them guessing on that one if you want to.
Because I'm about to be like, hold on. Because I'll just put it like this. At the end of the day, Triggs know what he's been doing. And that's why he's stressed. That's why he got 1 million women lives going. That's why.
Girl, answer the questions.
Again,
like,
this is just this ain't even the meat and potatoes of any of the receipts. This is literally we're just picking up the fucking blankets off the floor and putting them in the box where they go.
You haven't done that yet.
Picking up blankets.
Nothing is picked up off the floor.
Just touching the surface right now. It's just surface level shit.
Like, no, on some fly shit though. Like, it's some deep.
On some lie shit.
Like, sir. I mean, but listen, my whole thing is this. Like I've been saying, I'm down to let people do what people do. I'm down to let people be who they are. I'm down for judgment and for fuckery and
beautiful even there. So like, when are we gonna get to the juicy shit? Like,
are you prepared?
I've been on for 2 hours.
That's all it is. And some people are. Some people just actually naturally crazy. And sometimes you just gotta, get them together.
Exactly. So that's another thing I wanted to address, nigga. We gave this nigga 24 hours to prove that this is not him. So we waited, and we still waited for Sexy Toy Lady to confirm or deny if this is what quote-unquote Triggs TV looks like. So Sexy Toy Lady, if you're in the building, go ahead and drop down and let a nigga know real quick.
Toy Lady, you going over there and tell him? I know you. I think you in both chats. Shout out to all of y'all who are in both chats. I appreciate that.
What she got? Are you working with Sexy Toy Lady? No shade, Sexy Toy Lady. I like you, girl. We cool. But I'm just asking, like, is this what you're implying? Are you guys working together? Like, is there something that we don't know? Like, sir, because why is it that every time you get into it with someone else, when you got into it with Star, you try to bait me in, and when you got fucked is that I end up choosing Star over you, and now you're not.
Yeah, I want to know.
You thought I was going to choose
I would keep running with that picture, too.
You could have been bamboozled and outsmarted by the dumbest bitches in the sector, let you call it, right? But right. You out here just fucking, literally, like, this guy is literally thought he was that dude. And it's like, it's cool, but Really?
Yeah, like you gotta come better than that, nigga. Sexy toy lady can't save you. Propane can't save you. No matter who, me and Mines can't save you. Shout out to me and Mines. No disrespect to our favorite pill popper. No disrespect at all. But nobody can save Triggs. He's looking for Jesus right now. He's looking for the Lord.
We looking for receipts. That's what we looking for. What you talking about? We looking for fucking receipts. We ain't got not one yet.
Try to frame it like
not one.
You were being controlled by anti-Afro, but it looks like Triggs was really trying to be the puppet master of the sector. What you think about that?
But that's the whole thing. He tries to say that he's like the, well, I wouldn't think he tries to say, because publicly he does one thing, but behind the scenes he does another thing. So in reality, in my opinion, he's really a pussy. Like, he'll hype up. It's like the guy that owns.
So this is just
right?
a shit talking session.
Group of people, but when it comes time to like really be in the trenches,
let me change this thumbnail to the shit talking, the epic shit talking session.
Fucked up as fuck. Just out here wilding the fuck out, talking shit about everybody, and we talking like juicy shit. And it's like, now granted, what do manipulators do? They manipulate the truth. They try to make you believe that somebody just accidentally recorded somebody, and then that same person that accidentally recorded, they weren't even man enough to say, yeah, I recorded them, and so what?
All right, so Ray is setting up the private stream with Sexy Toy Lady so that she can verify what Ray Triggs actually looks like, and if he looks like this weird ass photo that Breaking the Culture has said is him. Which shout out to Ray if you threw her that bone the same way I threw her that address. Okay. Very, very smart. See, with her, you got to do shit like that. You got to throw her a bone, and if that bone carries, then you know what the fuck you're dealing with, and that's just what it is.
It puts me on hold, and you're talking to Propane, or Propane will be on hold, and you're talking to me.
Right.
Now, if you're talking to both of us, and we can both hear the exact same conversation, you did what? You pressed merge. So
exactly. And AAS is super pissed about it because of the whole thing that happened. Remember, y'all got to remember this whole kerfuffle that was going on with Propane and AAS and how this whole thing started. And it was over a KKC situation and her not liking what happened with KKC and whatever was said over there. And that's how she pulled Propane into it. And he's like, I don't want shit to do with it. And that's how this whole thing started. So she's been hating Propane. And so she paid Breaking the Culture, allegedly, to go after Propane. And that is what Breaking the Culture did. And instead of her just leaving shit the fuck where it was and leaving shit alone, she decided to throw Ray Triggs under the bus when her shit got thrown under the bus. And she tried to get ahead of some shit, thinking that she was getting ahead of it. And more, she is burying her motherfucking self. We just waiting on the epic show on Friday. And we're also waiting on her show.
Nigga, please. Nigga, please. So he thinks everybody in this sector is dumb, except me.
Y'all think everybody's dumb.
You think everybody else dumb as hell. So, yeah, nigga, we caught you recording multiple people in the sector. And there was something else I wanted to ask you, too. Oh, yeah. So, when he went live and he said he's going to drop all the text messages and all the emails to give context, do you think he's trying to intimidate you or force you to put out information when he feels like you should put out certain information?
No, I think that he knows me and knows that I'm typically the type of person where I'll be like, oh, I'll put it out, and then I don't.
True. And
my bad, I had to sneeze. Y'all, we dealing with a wildfire from Canada out here in the New York world. Okay? But no.
This is definitely a waste of our time.
He wanted me to basically do what he wanted me to do. And he thought that trying to intimidate me would get me to do what he wanted me to do. And when I didn't do what he wanted me to do, he did what he does always. Is he lashed out, threw a tantrum, he tried to get ahead of the story. Only this time, it just didn't work for him because he just so happened to be fucking with me. It is what it is. But the point of the matter is, sir, You've had your hands in the middle of some mess, and you were definitely doing some shit. And I actually did think you were cool at first. But then you started to slowly but surely do some fuckery. And it shit started getting exposed because multiple people were comparing notes. So, like, y'all be popping shit about
okay, ain't no fun when the rabbit got the gun. And what's the smoking gun? Right.
And motherfuckers started comparing notes. And we started realizing what the fuck was going on. And we said, aha, it's no fun when a motherfucking rabbit got the gun. So
but there's no gun.
DJs do their shows, and it's like, okay. Or it's
do they realize that she showed text messages between her and Ray on the date that they had a conversation? They were supposed to be having a conversation with Propane and having a conversation with Stargate. How is that proving that he wanted to leak all of Propane's information to the whole sector? How do you get that from those conversations on those text messages on around the dates that they were having these lives? How do you get that? I'm not understanding. Y'all think the sector is stupid, and these are the alleged epic receipts we've been waiting on since fucking Saturday.
Why the fuck did you press?
We need to take a sector trip to Cole Street on Jersey, Jersey City. That's what we need to do.
You're supposed to be so ethical, and we're supposed to look at
cuss this bitch the fuck out for disrespecting us and disrespecting our motherfucking time like this.
What's up? And why do the men never have smoke for the men, but always got smoke for the women?
Because you a hoe, that's why. And because you full of shit, that's why.
Where is the wrath for the men when the men is out here recording and Watergating them, backdooring them? You're getting fucked in the... Okay, I'm sorry. I don't want to get your show flagged. You're getting whatever in the whatevers.
No, you good. Hey,
I'm fine. Backdoored, and y'all ain't got shit to say. Get the fuck out of here.
Nothing to say. So shout out to Sexy Toilet. She said she's still, to this day, she's still waiting on the email for the link.
And she also said that they will be in touch on Friday.
Yikes, nigga.
Yikes. Yikes.
Before you do another
Sexy Toy Lady is over in this chat right here, y'all.
Sexy Toy Lady that late, because, you know, we've been waiting.
Listen, he himself said...
He all late. He don't realize everybody over here, too.
Propane, I was supposed to talk to Star. I talked to Star. Star verified I talked to Star. Star to re-verify that I
We don't believe anything Star saying.
I don't fucking know. We can fucking have a party about me and Star having to fucking talk about everything.
So basically, he's just a hoe for merging the call. That's it. It's nothing else. Nothing more, nothing less. This is the epic show that we are all up late at night waiting on these receipts for.
Yeah, nigga, you gotta explain yourself, nigga. Explain yourself, Trey.
And again, I wasn't the one that exposed this. I said somebody in the sector got Watergate. I didn't say nobody's name. I didn't hint at nobody. None of that. Like, he did that shit. You put that man business out there.
And it's back up, right? He put the live back up 20 seconds later and told her that before they blocked me and my chats were removed.
Yeah, salute, nigga.
X plus breaking the culture equals this shit right here. X equals VC, X equals DM, X equals KOM, X equals Shakim, X equals T-Pre, X equals Triggs, X equals who's next. Exactly.
About these receipts.
That right there.
This is just the tip of the iceberg. We didn't go that deep. We're not going to give you all the receipts in one video. We're not dumb. So, I don't know why T. Diddy is live. Shout out to T. Diddy.
Shout out to you too.
My favorite cam girl.
Hey. Let me put a picture of me up real quick.
And my favorite Delaware Thought Bucket. Shout out to T. Diddy.
Shout out to you. You the sex worker, though. You the one that's gay for pay. I mean, shout out to you.
Well, the thing is, people say that, oh, Triggs did this because, you know, he was trying to look out for Propane, and he was trying
with my pretty ass.
And he was trying to whatever, and he was there for Propane. But how is having allegedly, you know, let these people tell it? I am the worst woman in the sector, literally. I'm fucking Carrie Ann level.
Girl, you still have not given us any fucking receipts.
So what
at all. You have wasted our motherfucking time again just to talk shit about Ray Triggs, about me. You're probably gonna bring up my grandfather. Does anyone have a receipt of breaking confronting drama? It's on. It should be on Drama Show. Is this recording thing? Is this recording thing a play just to tell Wolf's business so peeps can go in on his situation? Pretty much. Pretty much. You said chat lies will the next X be AAS? We probably. We're gonna find out if it's already become AAS. Mrs. Not a Damn Soul. You said Ray. I think chat is saying that BTC is the common denominator.
Source, and at the time, I was the second source.
He said, I am human first. AAS is too smart for that. That hair flip doesn't work on AAS, child. He said Clark, which is definitely true. What's up, Make a Change?
Like
appreciate you being in the building. He said, do I sense another diss track from Propane? Child, we were all about to, they both about to get a diss track.
Let this be a lesson for folks.
They stupid as shit, yo.
The first person and the only person.
This was really a waste of our time.
Information was, and it only ended up backfiring on like.
No, this backfired on both of y'all, idiots.
Because it's like
y'all had everybody. We got Watergate. It's coming. Oh, we got it all. We're gonna let it loose. All right, y'all. We ready. Where the fucking receipts at? Breaking the culture. Yes, once again, another non-receipt receipt show.
Tape, nigga. We got you on tape. We got more receipts on you, nigga. So keep talking, nigga. Keep going live, nigga. Keep talking shit. Keep doing 1 million live streams and damage control, nigga. Because
like she said, he got she got him on tape.
Women lie.
Play the tape.
But numbers don't, folks. And the numbers is adding up.
The numbers are saying you motherfuckers is lying, okay? The lies, the motherfucking lies. You are the sector lick, sir. You gotta pick a side today.
Anybody got any questions they want to ask?
We have a lot of questions. Let me ask questions. Y'all got questions? We're gonna put the questions in their chat. What questions y'all want to ask? When are you niggas gonna give it the fuck up? That's what we're gonna ask these niggas, okay?
So
I guess that's the end of their show. I guess they're about to come and join us.
The worst person in the world.
Of course, it's the easiest route. It's the easiest route, right? It's the easiest.
No, the easiest route would have been to show us the receipts.
Love to demonize those people. Like, let's be honest. Like, we've seen it happen over and over and over and over.
It's our fault, though, that she hasn't shown us the receipts.
You can demonize me all you want. You can say whatever you want. Because the people that matter, they know, and that's all that matters.
Facts. And that's what they were saying. Nobody believes you.
I was saying, you said no, it's not over. Okay, hold on. Let me get back in the comments
blah,
here.
Blah, blah, blah. But is it really so? Because I think we got 60 people in, and they want to know that.
I got 50 people in here. They all about to come over here. You only got 50 people.
That's what they said about T3. T3 got kicked out by every fucking body that bitch knows. Like, literally.
Where am I gotten kicked out of? But everybody over here right now. What this bitch talking about?
Why? Because she was a snake ass bitch.
Okay, I was a snake ass bitch. I got molested, all this other stuff.
They gonna rock with her because those are the people that rock with her, right? On some fly shit.
Yeah, so on some fly shit.
Those are the people that matter. That she also cared about the large, masses. And with that being said,
the fuck are you talking about, bitch? They still come and fuck with me. What is you talking about, huh?
She ain't talking about God.
I don't never talk about God. What am I talking about, God?
Where are the readings? She called fucking singing bowls, fucking.
Oh, they trying to make this shit about me. Okay, let's talk about you. Where are the kids? How about that?
I'm smelling it, and I'm like, well, hold on, because maybe it's like a fucking fire pit.
It's like, I was like, girl, somebody has on fire in your neighborhood too, girl. This ain't. Then Proto started saying, Mama,
we are not about to listen to this with Stargate and them on the panel. Listen, y'all, ain't nobody got time for that shit. They got Stargate on the panel now. The receipt, non-receipts were not shown. It's over. Y'all let me know what y'all think. I'm gonna go through the comments here. And I'm going to tell y'all what I thought of this bullshit. I think it's a bunch of bullshit. Um, there was nothing. Literally, we all know that these conversations were already taking place between them back in May. It's only June 6th, okay? So these conversations definitely started up around 2 or 3 weeks ago when this whole conversation went down with Stargate. So I'm not surprised at all that they were trying to get them together and, that they were having these conversations with each other. Of course, they would have had to have text messages. If she had shown text messages, Ray, right? Like from like May of last year, right? Or had shown text messages from like even like December of last year or something like that, that would have been a little bit harder to prove, right? Because we wouldn't have known what the context was around and surrounding why y'all would be trying to exchange information about propane. But it was clear as day why y'all were trying to exchange information at this particular time. Everybody in the sector is aware of that. So I don't know how they thought that was going to end up being a credible receipt to the sector as something that was some bombshell. And then just tried to say, oh, yeah, that's just used as the reason for why he wanted to spread all of his business. Now, the other thing that they were saying is that he, Breaking the Culture was able to talk about some things that was said on that phone call, okay, which proved that she was on the call, okay. That's all it proved, is that she stayed on the call and that she remained on the call. That's all it proved. It didn't prove anything else. And so I'm not sure why or how that means Ray is trying to spread this to the sector. Because again, Shakim would not know this information, or none of us would know this information if it wasn't for Breaking the Culture. Ray never came out and told us any of this stuff. He was on the phone with his friend, Breaking the Culture, at the time. He ended up clicking over and clicked back over, and they were back on the phone together. It's not like they were talking about any disparaging things or anything of that nature. So I'm not understanding what the issue would be. If Ray was trying to actually spread his information, then Ray would have done that. It was Breaking that did that. It was Breaking that gave that information away. Why is she not seeing that part of that? You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't understand how she doesn't see that she is the one that actually is giving this man's information away. So, we can't blame Ray Triggs for that. I mean, that's just what it is. And I'm trying to be as objective as possible with this. And like I said, like if it had been where she was showing us text messages from November or even January or something like that, it would have came off weird. I wouldn't have been able to vouch for you. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't know what your reasoning would have been for that conversation. But we can easily vouch for you with this based off of the dates around those text messages. But that's the type of shit this stupid bitch does. She thinks everybody is just going to believe her. And, it's just whatever it is. And no matter what she shows you, even if she shows you, yeah, he's not lying, but just believe me. That's just what she does. And it's insulting. It's disgusting. And it disgusts me even more that Shakim ain't paying it no more attention. He's not paying more attention to that. Like, bro, you didn't see them dates on there? You didn't vet that shit? You didn't realize that they were talking around that time on the panel? Like, you didn't put any of that two and two together? That didn't, you didn't pick that up, bro? Come on, bro. Like, I'm gonna need you to do much better than that while you out here talking about metaphysics and all this other shit, and you can't even put 1 + 1 together. Like, I'm gonna need you to go ahead and do that first before you out here teaching us all this other shit. For real, that shit's crazy. So these are y'all alleged epic receipts, and I think y'all flopped. I mean, I'm gonna be honest. Y'all put a 1 in the chat if y'all think it was a flop. Put a 2 in the chat if you thought this was the most epic receipt show that you've ever seen, and put a 1 in the chat if it was a fucking flop. I'm gonna go ahead and put my 1 in the chat for y'all because I most definitely think that it's a fucking flop. I think that was just absolutely ridiculous. They wasted the Sector's time. Again, Breaking the Culture and Stargate both are known to be non-receipt bitches without the receipts, always talking about they got the receipts on this and got the receipts on that, and they end up doctoring up receipts and making shit up for motherfuckers to make shit appear like something, and just put a whole bunch of yelling and hyping around it and think that everybody's just going to believe it. That just makes me so mad, because it makes me wonder who the fuck is telling these stupid bitches that these black people in this space are just going to go with whatever the fuck these bitches say. Like, who is telling these bitches that? What got these hoes really fucking thinking that shit? That's something to ponder. I wonder if it's like, just everybody just kind of have, or certain men and stuff have done that, and so now they think that, everybody's just doing that. Maybe they weren't paying attention to who wasn't, and now they don't realize that most of the sector is looking at it that way. Like, y'all look really stupid, I don't understand, but either way, let me move on to some more comments here. You said, one more thing, Ray. You said you did say that it was the first time you had actually spoke to Propane, right? So it would only be one alleged recording of the conversation, not multiple conversations, right? You said, I just find it funny they're sharing what a troll does behind the scenes, but the troll didn't do any of this live to the sector for exposure. That's exactly what I'm saying. Like, Ray, you are not the one that's exposing this to the sector. It is Breaking and Shakim that is exposing this to the sector. So who's the snake here? It's like they're just doing that and then yelling, it's him, while all other things are pointing right at them. And they don't like, All I say is let people die on their own sword. If that's how they really want to be doing it, these motherfuckers literally filibustering their way to smooth the fuck up out of here. Like, none of us got to do anything. They're doing it on their own. It's just funny to watch. It is great entertainment by all means to watch these motherfuckers filibuster like they fucking are. I can't believe they're just losing like this. Like, Ray, the beauty of it is when the universe is on your side with a situation, you don't have to do anything extra or anything special. It just comes out that way. You know what I'm saying? And that's exactly what's happening right now. It is coming out in your favor because you were right all along. You weren't doing the wrong thing to begin with. If you were doing the wrong thing, I mean, I'm not talking about trolling and fucking around and doing fuck shit. I ain't talking about that. I'm talking about actual bullshit, like looking up people's kids' information, looking up people's information and whatnot, and using it and then passing it along to other people and stuff like that. Like, doing that kind of stuff is malicious and evil. And these people be doing that stuff. Breaking does it, Anti, Rev G, they all get involved with that kind of stuff and then wonder why that energy comes back to them like it does. The energy is coming back to you positively because you weren't doing that. Okay, so that's why that exposure is coming to her like it is. And now you'll be able to expose them with the real shit, the way that, unfortunately, everything is going to come out, and it's going to be a whole lot that's going to come out in the wash. There's going to be a lot of stuff, that will be, revealed. And that's just what it is, I mean, that's unfortunate, but you're righteous in doing that because you have to sometimes. Sometimes you have to show and spill somebody's fucking tea for you, because they're lying. They're literally lying and they're trying to ruin your life, right? So, it's the survival of the fucking fittest around here. And that's just what it is. And yeah, you're righteous in doing so. You said, I am human first. I don't think so, but who knows? You said no water, no gate. Okay, nothing, no receipts. We just got Stargate and Breaking the Culture up there. That's it. And some fake ass fucking receipts. You said, I know, right, Clark? You said they called. You said the call she was listening to was my first call with Propane. I've spoke to him a few times since then, but she was not involved in any of those calls. Okay, so that's the only time that she has any kind of information on that. And she clearly was recording that call herself, which makes her the culprit in this situation. So the epic show and epic receipt show is over here while we're breaking this down and talking about this shit. And these motherfuckers are over here giving us the information that we need in order to prove that Breaking the Culture was out here trying to snake propane this whole motherfucking time. So shout out to them over there for giving us all that information. You said, no, it's not over. Me receipts are next. Okay. You said, LOL, Clark. You said, was Propane's situation used to go after him because AAS turned against him? That's exactly what I think is going on. I think both of them. It was kind of a double whammy for AAS, right? Because AAS has a problem with Propane over whatever was going on with that KKC stuff. I don't even know, right? All I know, it was something with that. And then she has a problem with Ray. And so she figures she can kill two birds with one stone with this situation. And Breaking the Culture's dumb ass jumped out the window at the opportunity because she probably had to. Like Ray said, she owes AAS a lot of shit. So she probably had to, right? And she had to kiss up to her since she'd been talking shit about AAS behind her back. And Stargate threw her under the bus, showing that receipt. She had to then throw Ray under the bus, thinking that it was going to stick with the Secktah. And we're looking at her like, what the fuck are you talking about? T-Free ain't getting no recordings from Ray Triggs. What you talking about, sis? You still have not proven that Ray has recorded anybody. You just talking shit. Where are the fucking receipts, bitch? Where are the receipts? You done stood Smoke up completely with the receipts that you claim he's supposed to have and all kinds of shit. Like, girl, you're just a liar. It don't make no fucking sense. Don't make no sense. You said, okay, I'm gonna mute now, Ray Trace. For now, Ray Trace. You said the receipt was some text messages. I seen the text messages. And the text messages were from a couple weeks ago when they were trying to put together those two talking. So when he said, I got something on Propane, that's what he was talking about. Like, that's clear to me what they were talking about a couple weeks ago. So, I mean, she's just a liar. She is just such a fucking liar. He said, I am human. Wolf is not trying to engage in all of this. He is really not. He responded the way he responded, and they are butthurt. Exactly. Like he was supposed to say anything. Bullies at their finest. Exactly. It don't make no sense. Like he's not supposed to stand up for himself. And all he did was make a diss song about this bitch. And this bitch been crying in the car for 3 or 4 weeks about it. Ever since then. And it done turned into this because she threw her friend under the fucking bus trying to throw Ray Triggs under the bus. And now this bitch is out here trying to throw him under the bus. And she out here throwing herself under the fucking bus. That's what I'm going to make this motherfucking thumbnail. A bitch throwing herself under the goddamn bus. That's what He said, Lord, now they talking about wildfires. I'm going to bed. Are you know what? Let me see. Are they really?
Troll move. He should have seen. Why in accident with this man? Why are you accidentally recording? Why are you accidentally merging calls? Why are you accidentally?
See, she starts talking. She starts double talking.
Accidentally talking about TMK. He accidentally talking about drama. Listen, drama. I still got that receipt, brother. When he talked about you, brother.
But the interesting thing about this,
but y'all haven't released any of these receipts.
They won't. They go after men that they consider weaker than them. But God forbid, it's the man that they consider equal or stronger. They're not gonna have no smoke for them. They never do. They go after the girls while they sit up there and they fucking act like little bitches when it comes to the other men. These men be disrespecting the fuck out of each other, and they just be letting shit rock. They only go after people that they consider less than or weaker.
No, they go after people who lie on them. You have been lying on this man, and he is coming for you because of your lies. And you have wasted the people's time with these fucking fake ass receipts that are not fucking receipts. I can't believe y'all have wasted our fucking time like this. And you're still up there wasting our goddamn time. Not showing nothing, just talking about his timeline and all this other shit, and that's it. You said, hey, Miss Merv. You said Stargate is unbearable, just absolutely unbearable. You said SMH Shakem got his show hijacked and it was a dud. Damn shame. Exactly. He done allowed this bitch to hijack his shit with some fuck shit. Shout out to the smoke god for like, nah, honey, you're going to have to show them receipts on your show. Show the receipts on your show so we can all publicly make an analysis of what this is, right? All she had to do was that. Even she could have done that, like, show the receipts on her show for whatever, somewhere else. Like, show Shakim the receipts, right? Or whatever. He could have put them receipts up tonight. Nothing. We got nothing from them. We've been waiting since Saturday for this motherfucking fuck shit. And it's some bullshit. It don't make no motherfucking sense. What the fuck is going on? You said me and mine's receipts are next. Okay. So you got receipts for the me and mine situation, or does she have receipts for me and mine? You said Clark on point. You said Miss T Pre in chat. I'm like, hey, Karma52, I appreciate you. No problem. You said, I'm late. I will go back and catch the replay. Child, it wasn't a damn thing that was shown. She basically played, she basically gave Shakim some text messages between her and Ray Triggs back from May 15th when the two of them were trying to get Stargate and Propane to talk on the chat or to talk on the panel. And so she showed that, and it was from May 15th. So this was a couple weeks ago. And basically all that Ray Triggs said was, I got some information on Propane, or I got something to tell you about Propane. And that's all he said in the text messages. And then he said, give me a call. I got something on Propane. So all he was saying was, I got something on them talking. That was it. Like, that's clear to anybody in the sector that that's what they would have been talking about. And that was allegedly her receipts on Ray Triggs being the worst monster of the sector and how he has done everybody so dirty and nobody can trust Ray Triggs. This is the receipts, the epic receipts that we stayed up for, that we wasted our time on. And shout out to the sector for still being here with me. I got 53 people in the clouds. You said overhyped and unfucking delivered again, right? Like I said, we've been waiting since Saturday. Then we went to Sunday, and y'all not going to hype me up. Y'all not going to make me do anything. And I'm going to do it when I get ready and when I want to and all this other shit. And then, well, I'm going to go live on Wednesday. Now Shakim going live. Shakim goes live. And this is what the fuck these motherfuckers deliver to us. This is what the fuck we get. You said Clark, gotcha. You said Gator Girl, facts. You said, hey, Karma52. You said, hello, Miss Murph, Clark, and Gator Girl. You said, wasn't. You said, this is all Ray's fault. He ran offense and stole all the thunder. Okay, child? Child. Because she knew she didn't have no motherfucking receipts from the motherfucking gate. That's fucking why. That's fucking why. You said Breaking the Culture is the only one proven to have recorded anything, courtesy of tapes with Dr. Nikki. Not only that, but Shakim is also proving it by saying on his own channel tonight, we got the recordings and we are going to play the recordings of you recording, you talking, doing your thing against Propane. So if you have a recorded conversation between Ray and Propane, honey, there was only one conversation between Ray and Propane. Only one. That Breaking the Culture was on. And if she has that recorded, that means she has that recording of that, and you have a recording of that, that means she recorded the conversation and she is responsible for the recording. Okay? Hello? Yeah. Your girl is not looking good, son. You might want to give up, doing this for her, because I don't think this is working out in your favor too well. But definitely looks like Breaking the Culture is out here recording everybody. You said, Gator Girl, maybe it's a good thing for them he ran defense because they would look more stupid. Exactly. Okay, so everybody is putting a 1 in the chat. I definitely got my 1 in the chat. We got Gail Grimes, Clark, Redbone put her 1 in the chat. Okay, Ray Trace put his 1. Vici, Divine 7 put a 1. Miss Murph, Living Life. Lance Christopher put a 1. Gator Girl put 2 1s in the chat. I Am Human put a 1 in the chat. Okay. Yeah, so it looks like, the sector is looking like you lost this one, honey. Okay. Yeah, you're definitely looking like these are not good receipts. It's looking like you are a liar once again, breaking the culture, which we know we expected anyway. We kind of knew that this is what we were going to get. We talked about this earlier. We expected a bunch of deflection. We expected a bunch of stupidity. A bunch of running a bunch of fakes and a bunch of fouls on the plays, and we expected a whole bunch of that stuff, a bunch of filibustering, back popping and pussy popping and backpedaling, and we got a whole lot of that going on tonight. So that's definitely what we expected. And we also are expecting Binary to go in and do the ahs and the dams and the oohs, and he's doing his part in doing that in the chat. What's funny is some people don't realize what people are actually just trolling, right? And they're not really serious. But some people think that they're serious, and that's what makes it so entertaining when somebody is being trolled into being an idiot, right? And they're not realizing that that's the strategy that people are using. But it is what it is. It's unfortunate, but this was an absolute flop. Okay, everybody seems to agree with that. This was a goddamn flop of a fucking show. There were no receipts that were dropped at all. Was a waste of our goddamn time. Yeah, I really don't know what to say about that. That is really unfortunate, though. It really is. It's fucked up. It's crazy. That they really thought that this was really something. You said, now I understand why Shakim was so late. He was trying to make sugar from shit. Okay. He couldn't figure out how to do this shit. Breaking the culture. That's why it took her till today too, because she had to think about this and then say, no, I ain't going to let this, I ain't going to, just throw myself in this. She would have been better off just not saying nothing for like multiple days, like a couple of days, few weeks. And this shit would have blew over and niggas would have been done over with. You know what I'm saying? Been over that shit. It would have been done and over. But she wanted to go in and double down on some shit, come back and talk shit about Ray some more, talk more shit about Ray. And now Ray is like, okay, here we go. You know what I'm saying? This is what we doing then. I mean, he was hurt. He didn't even want to do it at first. And then he was just like, you know what? Okay. Boom, fuck it then, bitch. Let's go. He ain't used the word bitch, but he definitely went in on that ass because that's what you deserved. Like, I don't know what part of this breaking the culture don't understand. And this is why that energy is coming back to her exactly the way that it is, because she was wrong the whole time. Like, period. You've been dead wrong with this whole situation, man. Don't understand what part of this you don't understand, but it's you. It's you, man. It's you. It ain't Ray. It's you. For sure. And it's clear now that it's you. Like, everybody can see now that it's you because, this is what is going on. Okay. Like, you're actually doing the stupid shit out here. Like, this was so dumb. You said, all I heard was hearsay, nothing tangible. And where is the recording everybody was talking about? All this Watergate, like, listen, when you're telling me that you have a whole Watergate scandal for me, listen, my parents were born in the 50s, okay? They were around during, when Nixon was president. You understand what I'm saying? Like, my brother was like, listen, I understand what Watergate is. I know what's going on with Watergate. When somebody tells me about Watergate, I am like, oh shit, I'm about to get some recordings. Somebody's about to tell me some behind the scenes shit that I would not have known without some top secret information, right? This is exactly what the fuck I'm getting from that. These motherfuckers had Watergate thumbnails up. They had all type of shit from shit from Nixon, all this shit. Like, we think it is really going to be some shit out here. We going to really see. I was even nervous. I had Binary out here like, Binary, maybe you're right. Maybe Breaking somehow is right, so I'm going to give her the benefit of the doubt because they apparently have some bombshell information. You know what I'm saying? So, before I go out here and throw myself out there, and Ray is really, really doing some fuck shit, let me go ahead and backpedal just a little bit and let's see what happens. Let me just sit right here. I ain't even backpedaling. I'm going to just sit right here, you know what I'm saying? And wait until we see what happens. Hey, you motherfuckers done wasted my goddamn time. I'm about to roll over you motherfuckers with this shit. Y'all niggas got me fucked up out here. Disrespecting us like this with this motherfucking bullshit. Lying to the people like this. What the fuck is wrong with y'all? Y'all know what time it is? It's 12 o'clock. Niggas got shit to do tomorrow. Okay? We could have been in our beds already chilling. Everybody chilling, relaxing, doing... We up here talking to you niggas because y'all niggas had some bombshell information and it wasn't a motherfucking thing you gave us tonight. Nothing but hearsay, which is all we've been getting from Breaking ever since she came into this goddamn sector. Hearsay. Never a mother, you never have a receipt. Never have a receipt. The first time, it's funny because the first time these two bitches was on a panel together that I remember, Stargate didn't even have the right receipts. Now we got Breaking over here. She ain't got the motherfucking right receipts. Like, well, you know what? I am so over these bitches. I'm actually about to end this show because this shit is so ridiculous. We've been on here for 3 hours, y'all, and we have not gotten a single fucking receipt all fucking night long. The only receipts we got is the fact that these bitches be motherfucking lying and that this bitch was over here talking to Ray, and we confirmed that the two of them were talking in order to get Stargate and Propane to talk. That's the only thing we confirmed tonight. That's the only thing. And that these two are fucking idiots. That's the only thing we confirmed tonight. You said facts, Speakeasy. I'm just saying. You said Gator Girl. You said Speakeasy, Charlie Murphy, right? You said that was a fucking dub, man. I'm just saying that live was a flop, okay? A whole fucking flop. I'm just saying. You said who has the recording, if there is one. She would have to have it because, okay, listen, think of it like this. If there is a recording, right, we know that Ray Triggs did not give Breaking this recording. We know that Ray Triggs did not give Shakim this recording, right? Because if Ray Triggs gave it to Breaking would be like, yeah, I got it from Ray. And she would be able to prove that the same way she showed them text messages, she would be able to show an email that Ray sent her this fucking recording. That's it. Or the text message that Ray sent this recording. It would be that simple. And then play the recording and boom. Now we know. Now we know this is who sent it. We know when he sent it. We got a timestamp, a date. We got this. We got all that. We didn't get none of that. We got none of that. So if there is a recording, right, it would be Breaking that has it in her possession. Because how would Shakim get a hold of it too? That means she would have had to send it to Shakim, right? Because Shakim is claiming there's a recording. So if there's a recording, Shakim, you got it from Breaking the Culture, right? So where did Breaking the Culture get it from? That's the question of the day. If you got it from Ray, prove that. If you can't prove that, then that means you got the recording. So why was you recording that man? That's a better question too. Now, if there is no recording, then why you got this dusty nigga out here saying that there's a goddamn recording? Like, that's the part we're not getting. This is why nobody's trusting y'all. Okay? This is why we don't believe y'all, because you're not showing us evidence or receipts of any of this. Period. You said, Divine 7, we don't know. We waiting too. Okay? I'm just saying. You said Breaking the Culture's receipts tomorrow will be showing text messages of talking shit about people in the sector. I had to give something to get the tea back from her. Okay, so now we know. So we're already ahead of the game with that. Again, Ray Triggs is a fucking troll. That's what the fuck he does. He talks shit about people, and he did it to get the fucking tea. And now he's going to have to show her tea. And that's just what it is. Okay, we understand of you talking shit. Okay, all right. Like you've always said, you don't have no friends in the sector. That is what it is, and I feel you on that. You said, it was all good when the alleged plan was to attack Propane. And when that didn't happen, Ray became a bitch ass nigga. Yeah, bitch ass nigga bitch, right? Yeah, all that shit. You said, SMH, I saw the train wreck entertaining the church sector a mile away. Cha. You said, Ray, as long as you and Wolf are good, he doesn't deserve any of this. Exactly. Exactly. You said, Miss Murph, did they show a receipt of me planning to attack Propane, or did she just say that? Oh, she just said it. She didn't show us anything, right? There were no receipts shown at all. You said, Clark, he doesn't. That's where I fucked up. their idea of receipts was just simply showing text messages between y'all on the date that y'all were having this live stream about him and Stargate talking. You said, Ray, not that I'm aware of. That's why I said alleged. Exactly. What's up, Be More Legend? You said this sector has been a downward spiral of BS. Everyone that is a content creator is a former Cookie Crush chat person. Facts. Except Breaking and well, I am. I was over in Cookie Crush chat myself. I don't think Breaking the Culture just came into the sector. There's a few other people that aren't either. You said, Triggs, if I were you, fall back and wait on them because it doesn't appear she has swung the pendulum in her favor. Exactly. I would wait until let her do this epic show tomorrow, right? Let's see what she does tomorrow. Let's see what hand she moves. Let's see what she does. It's going to be a whole bunch of yelling and screaming and talking shit about my grandfather and me and Carrie Ann and Eyes Antonia and making threats to contact the police and all this other shit. And it's not going to be any receipts on Ray Triggs at all. But we're going to go ahead and wait for them receipts. And then when we get them, then we'll do what we do. You said, but it would make sense for Ray to record the conversation and send it to her. She was there on the phone listening at Divine 7. Well, why would he send it? What would be the purpose? Can you give me that reason? Because there would have to be a reason for why he would be doing that. And then why would she remain on the phone? And then why would she take the recording and not say anything until now? That would be even better questions, right? But we'll wait for that. You said, Miss Murph, see, I'm wrong again. I didn't pay attention to allegedly. You said, Ray, did you ever discuss the build with Star or did Breaking? I think they made that clear that it was just Breaking. He said, I am human. I'm going live Friday, waiting for Breaking the Culture's epic show first. Exactly. You said, STL, that makes sense, 100. You said, Miss Murph, only with Breaking. Breaking spoke to Stargate, so I don't know what she told her. You said, Grandpa P's on the panel, so there's probably an 80s serenade on the way. You said, Sexy Toy, exactly. You said, Sexy Toy, it's just all foul. It really is. You said, Ray Triggs, that's what I thought. You said, I talked about everyone behind the scenes to get information. People should pay attention to what I say live, not behind the scenes. Word. Exactly. Like, I'm not surprised at all that you'd be having some, funny conversations about people behind the scenes. You said, my question and opinions are what get me in trouble. Child, don't even worry about it. We all love you, Miss Murph. You said, Ray Triggs, so are you confirming that picture is actually of you? He said that it's not, but he said, Miss Murph, you keep asking the good questions. That's why I fuck with Miss Murph. You said, Gator Girl. You said, I'm gonna let Sexy Toy Lady answer that. My word ain't shit. I'm an ain't shit nigga. You said, hit the like, fam. Yes, everybody hit that like button. Got 49 people left in here right now. You said, Divine 7, thanks. You said, Ray Triggs looking like Ice JJ Fish cousin in that picture, child. You said, YouTube is reviewing your last comment, Ray. Make sure that y'all pull it up because you should be able to pull it up for him. You said, me too. I be wanting to get the whole story, and I don't care which side threw the first stone. Exactly. I just want to get through the story, right? Because it really don't matter. At the end of the day, like, the only reason I'm on Breaking the Culture's ass about this is because of her involvement with AAS and the fact that she has been sharing people's information with AAS and has admitted to doing that. So it doesn't matter what part Ray has in this. He's not connected to AAS. She fucking is, like, period. And she hasn't provided anything to prove that he really did anything. Like, you haven't provided any fucking receipts at all. You wasted our goddamn time again. You said, Miss Murph, you just don't go with whatever is. Keep asking your questions. Exactly. He said, sexy toy lady facts. He said, Gator girl, I'm going to let toy lady answer that for me. My word doesn't mean much around the sector. He said, Ray Triggs, it doesn't, but that doesn't mean you ain't fine, though. Okay, everybody want to know now what the fuck you look like. Everybody want to know what that nigga look like now. He said, Karma 52, I definitely will. He said, Ms. Murphy, you ain't got to tell us, but she can at least tell us if you fine or not. She can at least tell us if you fine or not. You said, who got the recording? Drop the recordings. Exactly. Like, can we get the damn recordings or not? They just gonna keep wasting our goddamn time with that shit. You said, Ray, you want me to handle your lightweight child? You said, Redbone, they gonna spend that like I'm telling you to attack, okay? You said, but on some lies shit though, okay? On some lies shit. You said YouTube has withheld a few people's comments. Yeah, just it's fine. They do that because I have like the setting on there for sensitive comments. So, but that's what the moderators are for. So if you guys know that it's a comment that's from a regular person that I fuck with, that's cool. You can just make it available. It's fine. If it's something that I don't like, then, if it's something that you think is questionable, then don't allow it up. That's kind of how we'll handle that from now on. But I appreciate all the moderators and all the work that y'all have been doing out here. You said, Ray, if you don't know by now, I don't give a fuck. These lame ass bras ain't ready for me. Real shit. Okay? Facts. You said, what's good, Speak? You said, hell, the beast bitch already said she got receipts of you talking about me and my opinion. She damn sure did say that shit. But she claims she got receipts that that Ray was sending money to me and mines and all this other shit. And like, we're going to see all this bullshit too. So we'll see what comes with that. What's up, Godfather? We appreciate you being in the building. You said bombshell is AAS words, and her bombshells are usually very similar to these. Exactly. Nothings, right? Turn out to be nothing at all. You said, Redbone, I talk shit behind the scenes to get information back. People got to pay attention to how I treat them live. Everyone know I love me some Teresa. Exactly. We all know it. He said, Ray, believe me, I read between the lines again. You want me to clap at these bitches? Okay. Miss Murph said, hey, T-Pre, Dr. Nikki, D. Durrell, Propane, Ray Triggs. Who's next on the hit list? Code Fam, Child. She always coming for some fucking body. You said, Ray Triggs, I don't know if you remember, but right after the Propane kerfuffle, I asked if you or Code Fam were next on the hit list. You ended up being next. Mm-hmm. And it's crazy how that turned out that way. It really is crazy. I really thought, like, I never expected them to turn on Propane like they did. They did that for a reason. Like, I'm telling you, it was all a setup. It was all set up. Mm-hmm. When he wasn't taking her side with that KKC shit, whatever that was it. And it went from there. Like Breaking was on a mission from that point. And that's how she either got that recording or she decided to use that at that moment against him. And that's what that was. And it was a double whammy for AAS because she wanted to get Propane and get Ray Triggs at the same time. And it ended up turning out that way. It's crazy. It's crazy. You said the showdown went off the rails now. You said the showdown went off the rails now. Oh, yeah, let me see what's going on.
Can I make a statement on that real quick? What's up, kid? Come to Columbus, call me when you and James and Ron. Bitch, how about that, bitch? Call me, come to Columbus, call me when you get to Broad Street and James. Road, bitch. I'm 5 minutes away from there. And I'll come and I'm going to lay y'all ass the fuck down. Talking shit. I'm tired of you motherfuckers threatening me.
Who is he talking about?
Bring your ass to Columbus, Ohio. Come to James Road and Broad Street. and you gonna go home in a fucking box. How about that? Bring a party bus, bitch. Make it a family reunion in this motherfucker.
Who is he talking
and
about?
None of y'all fucking go home. I'm tired of y'all motherfuckers talking this bullshit. Your sister is dead fucking wrong.
That's
Bitch
Redbone.
is a fucking liar.
Oh shit, I'm late.
Put y'all up to it. Flat the fuck out. I'll air out, bitch, nigga, it don't matter. Alright? Pop your ass up here talking shit, and I'll give it to you at this point. Man or woman. But Redbone, don't sing it, bitch.
Okay, we about to rewind this
I'm
song.
in Columbus, Ohio.
Boy, you're not gonna do shit. Come on, let me, because I come to Ohio
Keep
anyway.
your name in my mouth because you tried to lie on me, and you got to pay the fucking price.
You got anything you want to add to the conversation?
I do. How's everybody doing tonight?
Alhamdulillah.
Oh, okay. Well, what I want to say is, Pete, just like the last time, we were in the chat, I hadn't said anything, and you immediately start calling me bitches. And then I asked you again, leave me alone. No, you talk too much.
No, I have no respect.
That's not how it started. Leave my name out the fucking mouth.
No, I'm going to keep your name in my mouth because you tried to lie on me. And you got to pay the fucking price because I got you out there. You fucking tried to lie on me and you got caught. So yeah, I ain't gonna never stop talking about you. You know what I'm saying? And I know Triggs was involved in it. That's why it's relevant. I'm not making this about myself. I know that nigga was involved in it. He put you up that shit and left your ass out the fucking drive when I aired your ass the fuck out. Didn't he? That's why you was talking about leaving the second we got that shit happen. Because the niggas that put you up to it left you out in the drive when I aired your ass out. That's what the fuck happened. That's what the fuck happened. And I haven't got no evidence, but I'm just that fucking smart. You're a fucking liar. You know what I'm saying? And you get what you fucking deserve. You know what I'm saying? You ain't gonna besmirch my name, trying to fucking team up with this nigga and try to run me through the fucking dirt and think you gonna... Our name is all I fucking got, bitch. And you should have tried to fuck with it. You should have laid in your fucking Nosferatu. Yeah, I'm
trying to get to that, but y'all wanted me to rewind it.
Nosferatu. You know what I'm saying? But you decided not to. So now, yeah.
Hold on, let me rewind this. Let me go back.
Yeah, that's what I thought, nigga. You heard him, nigga. He ain't got time for no off-brand ass nigga. You off-brand ass bitch. Why you talking like
we gotta rewind it a little bit.
It's a man on the thing now. You talking like you got some goddamn shit. Why you ain't saying all that shit, bitch?
Hold on, let me rewind it a little bit.
Like I said, bitch, drop your motherfucking address and I guarantee you, motherfucker, I'll be there tonight. I promise that on your motherfucking soul, bitch. That's all you got the fuck to do. Fuck all this talking because you want to be up here front for these bitches. And like I said, drop your address, bitch. I'll be there tonight. That's all the fuck you got to do, nigga. Me and my husband to be there tonight, bitch.
Get your husband, bitch. I'm tired of don't bluff.
No, bitch. Like I said, drop your motherfucking address, bitch. Drop your address, bitch, and we'll be there.
Yeah, because them bitches from the beef sector, they don't fucking play that shit. He don't understand. Niggas pull up. I pull up too. I don't know how these niggas think. Niggas won't pull up on their ass.
Ain't nobody about all that talking, nigga. Like I said, only thing you gotta do is drop the addy, bitch, and me and my husband will be there tonight.
And honey, we can do this shit live and in color.
You better check my motherfucking resume, motherfucker. You better check my motherfucking resume, bitch. That's what the fuck you better do. That's what the fuck you better do, you lame ass motherfucking cocksucking bitch.
Listen to me. Listen what I'm saying.
Nigga, you ain't running nothing but your motherfucking mouth. I ain't got shit to say. And until you drop your address, nigga, don't say shit else to me. That's all the fuck you do. Drop your address and then we can talk. Other than that, you have a good night, you dick sucking bitch.
Don't bluff. You talk all that shit, bitch. Put it on the phone. Who the fuck you think he told you? Don't bluff, bitch. Oh, you ain't got no husband, do you? That's what it is. You ain't got no husband.
Oh, yes, she does.
Put that nigga on the phone. I'm telling you to don't bluff me, bitch. Put that nigga on the phone. come to Columbus, ride, meet me, come to Columbus, call me you and James and Broad. Bitch, how about that? How about that? How about that, bitch? Call me, come to Columbus, call me when you get to Broad Street and James Road. Bitch, I'm 5 minutes away from there. And I'll come and I'm gonna lay y'all ass the fuck down. Talking shit. I'm tired of you motherfuckers threatening me. Bring your ass to Columbus, Ohio. Come to James Road and Broad Street. And you gonna go home in a fucking box. How about that? Bring a party bus, bitch. Make it a family reunion in this motherfucker. And won't none of y'all fucking go home. I'm tired of y'all motherfuckers talking this bullshit. Your sister is dead fucking wrong. The bitch is a fucking liar. Triggs put y'all up to it.
For what?
The fuck out. Out
What are you talking about?
Bitch, nigga, it don't matter. Alright? Pop your ass up here talking shit, and I'll give it to you at this point. Man or woman. But Redbone, don't say it, bitch. Bring it. I live in Columbus, Ohio. Take your ass to Broad Street and James Road. Go whatever you got to do. And I'll fucking be there in less than 5 fucking minutes, bitch. How about that? How about that? You up here bluffing. Bitch, you ain't got no fucking husband. Because I told you to put the motherfucker on the phone.
This nigga sound retarded, yeah.
I want to talk to him. Go 3-way with both your husbands. And hit the fucking link.
Yeah, bitch, my husband right here now. What the fuck you got to say? Say what you got to say now. He right here.
Look. No, I'm going to talk to him.
He right here, bitch.
What's up, my
I
guy?
know. I hear your voice. This
What's
her
up?
husband? This her husband?
Yeah, what's up?
Check your blog.
Oh, he calmed all the way down.
They on YouTube wilding the fuck out.
Oh, now you
Wow.
Why you acting all soft now? You was talking all that shit.
But if y'all got, but nigga, hey, bro, but let me tell you something. Cause you hear your bride, right? Your bride speaking for you. So she said that you won't stay, right? She said y'all.
That nigga got so soft.
You know, I ain't got time. Columbus, Ohio.
Yeah, that's what I thought, nigga. You already, nigga, he ain't got time to off-brand ass, nigga. You off-brand ass bitch. Why you talking like you got some goddamn sense now? If a man on the fucking on the thing now, you talking like you got some goddamn sense. Why you wanna say all that shit then?
Shout out to my motherfucking moderator.
Yeah, that's what I love, bitch. Like I said, until you drop your address, motherfucker, fuck you, you dick sucking bitch. Fuck you, your mama, your
Lucky
daddy,
your
your
dick
sister,
sucking
your
bitch.
motherfucking bitch.
Oh shit. Oh shit.
You want to yell at him, put it back on. He yell at you, bro. You on the phone, my man? Yo, bitch want me to yell at you, nigga. Where she at? Where you at, nigga?
Come back, Redbone. Come back, Redbone.
Oh my god, I'm crying, yo.
Since you want me to yell at him, I'll yell at this nigga. I'll yell at him.
I'm screaming. Oh my god.
You, bitch. You laugh at your stupid bitch on YouTube. Acting a fool for the fight of your sister, who's a fucking liar.
Yo.
And Teresa, listen, the red husband turned to offer to defend her down.
He laughed at her.
This nigga
He
said,
laughed at her. He's like,
Yo. Even Shakim laughed at that nigga, yo. Even Shakim laughed at that nigga. I'm gonna make a timer out of that shit too. Yo, that is hilarious. That's just hilarious.
Listen, my babe was confused as hell.
Yo, they fucking saved the night. Yo, they fucking saved the night.
Get killed. Man, I'm not fucking laughing. All right, I'm really not laughing. All right.
We all laughing, Pete.
Fuck out.
We laughing, nigga. We laughing. We are fucking laughing, nigga. That shit was hilarious. Okay.
Redbone is ratchet and her husband is not.
You got me fucked. Hey, sorry. Show,
Yeah.
man.
But I can't
Drop
fucking
down.
think of my baby.
Let go, Redbone. Okay. He said, I swear P stands for pussy. That man is so annoying. I don't know who gave him internet. Okay.
I give equal respect. That's where I'm at now.
Passing high blood pressure through the internet.
You talk to
Okay.
that man to man, right, P? You talk to
Keep
that
that
brother.
same energy, P.
But for anybody who say
This
I ain't got
is
no
too
smoke for
much.
it, all that old bullshit.
He
You know
said,
what I'm
look,
saying?
your woman over here.
We all just watched you not have no smoke for no man. Like you was talking big Willie shit. My address is this. I said, put that nigga on the phone. Put that motherfucker on the phone. He get on the phone. You was like, is that your broad? That is your broad? Oh, my bad,
But I'm
sir.
gonna leave it alone because I want to embarrass your ass. No motherfucking more.
I'm gonna need to have a conversation with you about your broad. I mean, your woman. You know.
All right, y'all got busted. Your sister got cold busted. And anytime I feel like bringing that shit up,
Yo, P has to be banned from everybody's panel for a month. Okay.
I'm sorry.
Everybody has to agree. We know Slender God got the money for it and everything. Everybody must keep P off of their panel for a whole month.
Man
Okay.
to man.
Oh yeah.
You can reason with him.
Yeah.
I got
I
you.
can too.
So
Shit,
anyway,
that's my baby. That's my type of bitch. For
and
real.
you bros, get your husbands on the phone so I can holler at them. All right.
Yo.
I'm out, bro. I apologize for this fucking shit.
Hey, Redbone, you can come back. I guess they go. Like, I don't know. But this is an open panel for everybody.
Yo, he said, I apologize for interrupting shit. He said, I'ma go. Yo, that nigga was drunk as shit. He was on a coke high. That husband got on the phone. All his shit came down. He was just like, oh. Yo, reality hit that nigga like a fucking brick wall, yo. He was like, oh, there's a man on the phone. Oh, no, I can't do this. I can't be talking like this to him. Talking about my address and all this shit. By the time the husband got on the phone, he didn't even think it was that deep because this nigga was talking so soft. Oh, my God. I ain't never seen no shit like that in my life. Ooh, I ain't never seen no shit like that in my life. Yo, that was hilarious right there, yo. Yo, anybody that's been out here saying that P is a killer, y'all don't know what y'all talking about, okay? Because that nigga is not that nigga, okay? I don't know where that came from, where that rumor comes in, but they're lying, okay? They're definitely lying. They most definitely saved the fucking night because we didn't get no receipts, y'all. We about to get out of here. I've been on here for almost 3.5 hours, y'all. You said, okay, question P, calculated damage and all of this. Like he just jumps out. Yeah, it just seems like he's collateral damage. Yeah, it just seems like he's just jumping out the window on any and everything and don't even know what he's talking about. And they just throwing him in there because they know these fucking receipts are bullshit, okay? The receipts are bullshit. Their fucking friends are bullshit. Like, it's just terrible, yo. That was a terrible show all the way around the board. You said P has such anger behind his words. He's literally threatening women. And then when the man comes up there, he ain't got no smoke for that man at all. He don't got nothing to say to that man. He don't want to fight. He don't want to argue. He don't want to go through shit. You said, watch Big Man. I can't believe that shit was too fucking much, yo. Too fucking much. You said, I'm here for the new beef. All this Watergate stuff is last week. Okay, child? Child. Child, child, child. You said he might as well start singing, okay? I think I'm gonna play that shit when we leave here, child. He said, I cannot believe this. The sector just keeps blessing us, child. Just keeps on giving. The sector just keep on fucking giving. Well, honey, we need these goddamn receipts. Fuck this shit. You said he never gonna panel hop again. Redbone bodied Grandpa P. Had him shook. He called her husband. He was like, put him on the phone. Put him on the phone. And then he was on the phone. He was like, that's your bro? Is that's your woman? Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, master. I'm sorry, sir. I'm sorry, sir. Yeah, you need the shoe shine, sir? What you need, sir? The husband was like, I ain't about to argue with this man. He don't even want to fight. He don't even want to fight, babe. Nah, listen. I ain't about to waste my time with this nigga. What am I coming to Columbus for? For you. He said, P yelled and screamed and called me all types of bitches because I agreed with my opinion. Child. And then when the husband got on the phone, that nigga bitched up like an ant, honey. It don't make no goddamn sense. You said, keep holding on, P. You keep holding on. Holding on. You said, I can relate, Redbone. I'm ratchet as fuck. Okay, honey? Okay. You said, I got a feeling PV's Redbone is going to make R&T's Friday night real. Of course. Of course it is. It might make my motherfucking timer. Shit, we'll see. You said, what a fucking fool. It don't make no damn sense. You said, it's like he craves the attention. Facts. You said, he just assumed she didn't have a husband. Just assumed. Just out of the blue. She ain't got no husband. Oh, put him on the phone. Put him on the phone. And then as soon as he get on the phone, it's like, you wasn't going to do shit any fucking way. So, like, why did you even summons him to the phone? You said, it will, I am human first, as his horrific singing towards Divine 7. Okay. I'm just saying. You said, he's only a panel killer. Facts. Facts. You said, just on panel shouting and having heart attacks. Okay. It don't make no goddamn sense. You said, he done doxed his address. Yes, honey. And even if Shakim take this horrible show down, I got to hear on the lounge. Okay. So that is what it is, y'all. You said he killed a couple of songs the other night. Child. Yes, he did. I got one on a timer. You said, LOL, sexy toy lady. Yeah, doxing his own address. Don't make no sense. You just TV iPod. No, honey, you was good over there, honey. We was cheering your ass on over there. You are good over here, honey. Shit. He deserved every bit of that. You said, sexy toy lady. He did funny, but not funny. I hope there is no engagement. You said, Redbone girl, the sector owes you, child. We absolutely owe you for that because you got Grandpa P the fuck up out of here, honey. Put that nigga in the ethers out this motherfucker. Shit. Fuck him and Breaking the Culture and everybody else that's on that motherfucking tamp on God, period. And the fucking lies that they tell and the bullshit that they be doing. You said that was the most epic part of the fucking show. Exactly. Because nothing else was going on with the show. Like, they straight lied on the whole show. So shit. You said, yep, he said it a few times at Clark. You said, sexy toy lady. Oh Lord, what is going on with him though? You said, Ray Trick says, sexy toy lady. I bet if you Google that address, it's the corner store where he gets his Modelo's at. I bet you it is. I bet you. Listen, guys, we are out of here. It is 12:30 around these parts, okay? So I'm actually about to get out of here, guys. I really do appreciate y'all for coming out for the epic receipt show. And like I said, the only receipts that we got tonight was that Breaking the Culture is a fucking liar. Breaking the Culture lies to everybody. Shakim is definitely a sector lick, okay? he will take any information and just use it and run with it without vetting it. And that is unfortunate for him. Stargate is still a bird, okay? Binary is a damn good defense attorney. And if anything, you ever do actually commit some fucking crimes, okay? And you really do some fuck shit, contact Binary. He will try to get you out of that shit. And he will have everybody thinking that you're actually innocent, okay? Even though you're actually not innocent. These are the receipts that we got tonight. Other than that, guys, we didn't get anything. We also got a receipt that P stands for pussy, and that he most definitely don't stand up to any men, okay? That is unfortunate. As soon as Redbone's husband popped up on the scene, that nigga was petrified, okay? And it's unfortunate. So P stands for petrified. P stands for pussy. I don't know. But we know that P is definitely not pistol packing, okay? But anyway, guys, that is the end of the show. Apparently, I don't know if Shakim is still live or not. Let me see.
Smoke, nigga. But after that, I'm done, bro. Because y'all niggas is not playing for.
He's still kind of over there a little bit, just playing little dumb little clips and different shit like that. But it really wasn't about anything over there. You said not the timer of T Pre, especially of him. Yes, I got to make a timer of that motherfucking shit, girl. He said, thanks, T Pre. I laughed so much, child. I had a great time tonight with y'all. Appreciate all of you loungers for coming out tonight. Make sure that you guys do hit the like button. Yeah, he's closing out, and I'm closing out as well. So thank you guys and all my moderators for working hard. Redbone for putting in that work. For all of us ladies, for everybody here in the sector. Truly appreciate that work that you put in tonight. Gator Girl, I truly appreciate the $50 super chat. Stephanie Collins, the $2 super chat. I appreciate that as well. And guys, I appreciate y'all. I will talk to you guys later. Thank you, Miss Murph. Appreciate you guys. And peace, guys. I will talk to you guys later. We are going to close it out with P, y'all. Okay? I will talk to y'all later. Peace, guys. Thank you guys for watching.
That nigga said, the book is talking about. Now, well, I've wasted all my tears. Yeah, good that thing. Wasted all those years. Well, if you need a soundboard. Nothing had the chance to be. I know that shit. Nothing ever could. Yeah. Hey, come on now. I grabbed this motherfucker. What is that? I'll keep moving on. What? I'll keep moving on. I'll keep